Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the reads file is a C programming language. So in this video, I'm completely explore for how to do just that using for the C programming language. So by the end of this video, you are perfectly understanding for the reading task. Okay, so first of all, the reading from file in C. Today's video now I'm unraveling the mysteries of the reading using for C programming, and I have prepared this code and completely guide us through the process. And so grab your favorite coding Everest and let's get started. So first of all, now I'm create for the file pointer. Okay, so I'm just going for in this main function inside and just type for is file pointer. Okay, and now I'm here used for the multiplication sign. Then create for the semicolon. And now I'm again here used for the character for the content. Okay, so the content now create for the square braces and in this inside. And inside for the value is 100. Okay, and now I'm create for open file in read more. Okay, so I'm just type for its file pointer and use for open function. Then suppose I'm create for the file name is example.txt and also use for the R. Okay. Okay, create the semicolon and now check if file is successfully opened. So use for the one condition. Suppose just create for the file pointer is equal to in this value indicate for the null. Okay, and here I'm just type for the print if function and then use for error opening file. Okay. And then I use for the return is 1. Okay, now and now I'm also create for the read content from the file. So here I'm use for the while condition. Then inside first of all I'm just type for is if gets okay. Then again create for the parenthesis and in this inside just type is content the character type and also use for the size of function. Then use again for the content and now use the file pointer and create is not sign equal the null. Okay, now value and now use for k. So here I'm create for the calibrations. Okay, so now we can just type for his printf function. Then inside create because here the content the character type. So now I'm used for the module. Okay, not here. So here, first of all, this type is module is S. Okay, and now I'm called for is content character. So now this complete and now I'm create for the close the file function. So here I'm firstly type is close function and in this inside inside for the file pointer. Okay, and then perfectly create the return 0. Okay, so now this program is completely created. So here first of all create for the read file in C programming and in this code first time declare for a file pointer and open for is example in the read mode. In this time also use for the while loop with the if gets and to read and print the content line by line and until the end of the file. Okay, so now first of all save in this program and just click for this build and run button. Okay, so here completely open for the output for the hello. This is a C programming file. Okay, so here in this, so I'm just to use. Firstly, I'm used for the error opening file, then example text. Okay, then are in, and so now just again save this program. Select all and save, and in this to remove this cross. Okay, and then again build and run. So here perfect for the output is hello. So here perfect for the output is hello. This is a C programming file, because in this example file I'm use some just change this. Okay, suppose I'm just type for is code.c. Okay, and then again save this, save and this for get remove, select all and save. Okay, and then click for this run and okay. So now perfectly open the output for error opening file. Okay, so here I'm just declare for the file pointer. Okay, here I'm just declare for the file pointer is equal to null. So print for this message. Okay, so here in this read file for completely execute and running in this program, we will read and print for the content line by line. From this code.c file and this example for is the demonstrate how to read and process data from a file using a loop. Okay, so in this session, I hope you perfectly understanding and completely create for read file in C is a powerful skill, and this example provide a solid foundation. And remember, you can customize this example and to handle for different type of data and a scenario based on your project requirement. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's venturing into the realm of file writing in C programming. So being able to write data to file is a key skill for any programmer. Okay, so now explore for the instance of file writing in C programming. So now just stick around, and by the end of this video, you will confident in your ability to handle file writing tasks. Okay, so first of all, the writing to file in C. So today we will unravel the stories of the file writing using the C programming language. And now let's get started and perfectly create for the writing files. Okay, so now firstly going for a main function inside and just type this create for the file, then use for the multiplication, just type for is file pointer. Okay, and then create semicolon. So now I'm use for the character is content. Okay, then use for, and now I'm create for here suppose is hello, and create for this is a writing sync file. Okay, and now is perfect this. Okay, and here is complete this and just so now I'm use for here the new line and create for the semicolon. Okay, so now I'm use for here the file pointer and also use for the open. Okay, and this function and in this inside and this create for randomly use for the file is example dot C. Okay, And here I'm also create for the W. Okay, then create for the semicolon. So now I'm use here for the if statement, and first of all I'll just type for the file pointer is equal to null. Okay, and now I'm here is create also for the printf. Okay, is printed function, and then create for the output. Message is error opening file. Okay, and now I'm create for the semicolon, and here I'm also use for is resume for 1. Okay, and now I'm create and write for the content through the so file. Here I'm use for is if is boots. Okay, and create for first of all create is the content is a character type, and also use for the file pointer, and then create the semicolon. So now I'm use for the if clause function, and in this inside call for in this file pointer. Okay, and now I'm again type for the printf for the result of the output, and then create for suppose is data writing to successfully. Okay, so now perfectly complete in this code, and then and create for semicolon, and now I'm just try for is written 0. Okay, so in this program are perfectly complete. So first of all here I'm used for the write file and create for the first code. Firstly I'm declare for a file pointer, and open for the suppose the file name is example.c in the write mode, and check for successfully file is opening, and in this time we have a character array is a content containing for the multiple lines, and we use for the opens in this if boots to write the content to the file. Okay, so now I'm just save in this program and just click for this build and run button, and here perfectly show the output is data written to the file successfully. Okay, so now in this code is perfectly executed and running this program. Well executed for the file is example.c, and write our multiple content using for this code, and this example for the demonstrate and alternative method to write data to a file. Okay, so now perfectly create for the file writing in C programming. It's a powerful skill, and write this example and have a solid foundation. And remember, you can customize the example to write different type and data and handle all for various scenarios. Okay, so I hope you're understanding in this session, and thank you for watching, and until for the next time. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the world of if-else statement in C programming language. So if you are ever wondered how to make your program is smarter and more responsive, so you are in the right place. So now just click around as we unlock the potential of if-else statement. Okay, so now let's get started. So first of all, what are the if-else statement? So because in this statement are decision-making tools in programming, and they allow your program to make choice based on the certain conditions, and think of them as a traffic signal of your code and directing its follow. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just create a simple program, and here I am. Firstly, use for the if-else statement, and use to perform for the two operations for a single conditions. Okay, and the if-else statement is an extension to the statement using please. Okay, and we can perform two different operations. So now first of all, I'm going here, and then type for suppose is integer for number. Okay, so now just declare for number is 0 sign. Okay, so here first time use the printf. Okay, and read parentheses and just type for is integer a number. Okay, and then now I just type for is scanf, and then declare for the first of all is model D. Okay, and then type for is an operator, and just call for is number. Okay, this is complete, and here first time use the if condition. So first time type the number and create for is module 2. Okay, and then is equal 0. So here I'm just create for the curly braces, and in this inside and create for printf, then insert first of all types is %d is print for even number. Okay, yeah, even number, and now is insert for the number. Okay, so here is the typing mistake. So now complete, and in this statement is not working. So when in this statement is not working, so now just create for the another condition for is the else statement. So in this side, I'm just again type for is printf, create parenthesis, and just type is again D is odd number. Okay, and just insert for the number. So now complete for in this program, and now I'm just ending the function for is return 0. So now in this program are complete. Okay, so here I am just create for integer the number inside for 0, enter number, and so now just save for this code, and just going for here and just click for build and run. So now I'm just insert for the number is suppose 8, press for enter. So perfectly 8 is even number. Okay, so I'm just taking check, so save and click for this open. So here I'm just press for 3. Okay, so perfectly sure the output 3 is odd number. Okay, so I hope you're understanding in this condition. Okay, so next one create for the another program. So it's the decision making tools. Okay, so now let's get started. So here I'm just create for the simple program and use for the equal statement. Okay, so now first of all create integer for only number. Okay, so I'm just use for now, and now I'm just create get user input. Okay, so first of all type the printf, enter a number as it is, and then scan it. So here I'm just short from use for the number. Okay, so now I'm create and check if the number is positive or the negative. Okay, so previously I'm used for the modules, and now I'm used for the less than operator. Okay, so first of all, and just use for the num, and then use for is greater, the nose less than the greater than sign use, and then here I'm just use for the positive number, or C give number, and then in this number I'm just remove. Okay, in this inside and create for the new line. Okay, So use for the else statement and same as it is in this process. And now I'm just type for is the negative. Okay, is the negative number, and I'm again remove for in this number, again for in this number, and in this inside create for the new line. Okay, so perfectly complete my code, and here I'm just use for the breakdown the execution flow, and is the condition inside the if statement is true, and it execute the code within the if block, and otherwise is jump into the else block. This control the programs and behavior based on the user input. Okay, so now I'm save this code. Okay, and please click for this build and run options. Okay, so I'm just press, and here I hear the message for enter a number. So suppose now I'm insert for 6 days, 6. Okay, and perfectly show for the output is positive number. Okay, and now I'm again check and press for in the build and run, and now I'll just press for is 1. Okay, so 1 is the positive number, and then again I'm just check, so press here, suppose I'm just insert for 7. Okay, and is the positive number inserted. Okay, so I'm here is the last one, just check for insert for interior your number, suppose insert the 0. Okay, so perfectly show for the output is the next two step, or is the negative 0 for the negative number. Okay, so I hope you understand this project for in this program. So now in this session just complete, and it's most important and interesting for the compulsive guide to the if is a statement in C programming, as is earned with this knowledge, and you can make your programmer or program smarter and more responsive. Okay, so I hope you're understanding in the session, so thank you for watching. Hello programmer, welcome back to our coding journey. So today we are delving into the world of runtime errors in the C programming language. So this error can be exclusive, but fear not. So we are here to uncover them and explore how to handle them effectively. Okay, so first of all, understanding the runtime error. So in this, unlike for the compiler and the linker errors, and the runtime errors happen. So while the program is running, and we will explore for the common causes and the consequences. Okay, so first of all, I'm just introduction to the runtime error and create a simple program. Okay, so now let's get started and create for the runtime error. So first of all, I am is already here create for the header file. So I am previously tutorial is create for in this header file. So I am just start for the program. Okay, so now here first type for int main. Okay, and create parenthesis, and now first of all here I am declared for the integer for or divided. Okay, divide age and create for is equal sum inside for the value is 10. Okay, and the next time again create for integer for divisor. Okay, the divisor then is equal sum inside for 0. Okay, so now I'm create for the attempting to divide by 0. Okay, so now I'm just type for integer and use for the result. Okay, and then create for is equal. So first of all, I'm just dividing is divide or divisor. Okay, so first of all, I'm just type for is the dividend and then divide for the divisor. Okay, so now in the divisor, and so now I'm create for the print function. Okay, And here, first of all, I'm just type for the result. Okay, is results and create for semicolon. So because in the tool for the dividend and the divisor, the integer type, so I'm press for the and create for the new line. Okay, and now I'm called for the function, the result integer. So now semicolon, and now create for is written 0. Okay, so now in this code is completely, so now let's compile and run the code and do trigger for the run times. I hope you run times error. So now save, and first of all I'm just built for in this code. So here in this create for the process is terminated, and now I'm just explore and consume submatic for the divide by 0 and C. Okay, so now first of all in this code, so first create the int min, then so now just save this code. Okay, so here is create for the output. So here is the not show because is the runtime error. So here is not declare for the output. Okay, so now show for the output here. Okay, so here is the completely runtime error. So now in this session for the message is now I'm create for the encoding for the runtime error solve. Okay, so here I am declare for the integer. So here I'm already declare for the divided the value for 10 and then divisor for 0, because in this run option here no as you not show for the output. Okay, so first of all is perfectly the runtime error, so it's a floating execution. Okay, so first of all in this message create for the floating point execution, and then create for also their analysis for the division by 0 and handling for the checking for division for before is division. Okay, so now I'm create correctly code to prevent a runtime error. Okay, so now we are identify for in this issue. I hope you understand the issue and causing the runtime error. So now let's make the necessary connections to the code and prevent for the division by 0. Okay, and mitigate the runtime error. So I'm just going here and just resolve for this code. So here first of all create the int main, then integer for dividend for 10 and the divisor for is 0. So now I'm just checking for the divisor before the division. Okay, so here first of all I'm remove for in this 2 line. Okay, so here I'm used for the condition for if. Okay, and this inside create for the divisor and create for is equal in say 0. Okay, and now I'm create for the curly braces in this inside. I'm just type for integer result. Okay, and then create for is equal. So first of all I'm just type with the dividend and then divide it for the divisor. Okay, and here in this complete, and then I'm just type for is print f function. So now I'm type for the result. Okay, is the result, and create for module D for new line, and now I'm create again the result. Okay, so now my if condition almost complete, and in this if state condition is not working. So now I'll just type for the else statement. Okay, so here now I'll just type for is print if and create for message is suppose error cannot divide by 0. Okay, so now create for the cannot divide by 0, and now I'm create for the new line. Okay, so now in this code is almost created and in the return 0. I hope in this program is perfectly working. Okay, so first of all, I'm create here the code collections made, and let's recompile and run the program. Okay, so now again save this code, and first of all, okay, I'm just crossing this. Okay, so just cross. So I am again save this code, and first of all, build this program. So perfectly build this program and then run for in this code. Okay, so here perfectly show for the output error cannot divide by 0. Okay, so perfectly compile and run the program and see how our chains have mitigated the runtime error and prevent in the key. Okay, so I hope to understanding this process. So here I'm just navigated through the reel of the runtime error and recompile show for the output. Okay. So it's called for the runtime error. So now is uncovered the error causes and implemented for the triggers to handle them. Okay, and remember a proactive approach to preventing runtime error, contributing to building robust standard program. Okay, so I'm completely create the runtime error. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another exciting journey throughout the world of C programming. So today we will focus is on unraveling the stories behind the linker errors. So the linker errors can be puzzled, but we are not here to break them down and understand how to resolve them, okay? So first of all, the understanding the linker error. So unlike the compiler error that happened during the completion and the linker error occurs during the completion and the linker error occurs during the linking phase, we will discuss why they happen and their significance. Okay, so now I'm just create and distribution between the compiler error and the linker errors. Okay, so here first of all, I'll just reintroduction create for the linker error, and to demonstrate the linker errors, we have the create for the simple C program and the linker error. Okay, so I'm already declared for the header file for include studio is. Okay, so first of all, I'm just type for int and then mean. Okay, and create for parentheses, and now I'm create for the calibrations. So here, first of all, I'm just type for is display message. Okay, display message and create for parentheses and then semicolon. So it's the line for call the function call. Okay, so now create for either return 0. Okay, so now this code is completed. So here, first of all, I'm just save this code and just press for and build. Okay, so here is show for the linker error for the undefined reference to display message. Okay, so now just compile the code with the witness for the linker error that image due to and the unsolved functions it's called. Okay, so we will go through each error and understand the nature and discuss how to address each. Okay, so next step, I'm recompiled for this code. Okay, so next step, I'm recompiled. Okay, so next step, I'm recompiled for this code. Okay, so now in this error for the running in this compiler to show for the message is undefined for reference to display message. Okay, so now just time encoding and address linker error. Okay, so first of all, in this message for display message is undefined reference to display message. And now I'm fix add function prototype or define the function. Okay, so now I'm again recode for the code. Okay, so first of all, I'm here in this header. Now I'm just type for the function prototype. So first of all, I'm just type for is void, then type is the display message. Okay. So now is type for the display message, which the function prototype. Okay, and now I'm going for in this the int main function. So here I'm declared for the display message. So it's the function call, and now I'm also create for the function definition. Okay, so first of all, I'm just type for is void, then also type for is display message. Okay. and create for the parenthesis, and next line create for the curly braces. So here, first of all, I'm just type for is printf. Then in this inside, I'm first type the double quotation, and here I'm create for this is hello from display message. Okay, so display message. So now in this message is created completely, and now I hope in this program is working. Okay, so here I'm just create the collections model, and now it's create for the recompile code and ensure that the linker errors are the result. Okay, so first of all, I'm just save this code and build this program. Okay, so perfectly the process is terminated with status. Okay, so as well also the run the program is here. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just create and recompile for the corrected code, and now I'm just running for run the code. So just press for run button. So perfectly working in this code, and show for the message is hello from display message. Okay, so now completely running for the executable in the linker errors. Okay, so here in this linker errors can be engineered in various ways. So we will explore a couple more linker error to enhance our understanding. Okay, we will explore a couple more linker error to enhance our understanding. Okay, so in this session, I'm just completely faced for the linker error and resolve and perfectly show for the output on the screen. Okay, so we are demonstrate the linker error and uncover the case and the learn effective the strategy to resolve them, and remember understanding linker errors in the crucial step type and without doing robust and the functional program. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another session. So in this session, I am create for the C programming for the logic error. So this error might not crush your program, but they can certainly lead to unexpected and incorrect result. So let's uncover their secret and learn how to identify and fix them. So first of all, understanding the error logic. So unlike syntax error caused by the compiler runtime error during program execution, logic error are the trigger. So they occurs when the program does not produce the expected output due to fault logic in the code. And let's explore common erroring where logic error hide. Okay, so first of all, I am create a simple C program and just take a at code and analyze its logic, and then run it to observe the unexpected output caused by logic error. Okay, so now let's get started. So here, first of all, I'm just type for is inch. And okay, so now I'm create first the integer. And the first value variables for the num1 because it's the number 1 for 5. Okay, and then I'm again create for integer is number 2. So now I declare for 7, and now I am also declare integer sum. Okay, and now I am create for the sum is equal is num1. Then subtraction for num2. Okay, so in this line is created for the incorrect logic for the subtraction instead of this adding. Okay, so it's in this line is create for the incorrect subtraction. Okay, so now I am create for the displaying result. So first of all, I'm just type for printf, and in this inside, first of type the result. Okay, and then in these 3 variable is the integer type. So this type for D and then new line. Okay, and call for in this sum. So now it's complete for almost complete for in this program. So here, first of all, I mean this code is compiled. Okay, so now save this code and just build this function. So here is completely built for this code, and now just run this code to witness the logic error in action. So now I press for run button. So here is the result is -2, because if the logic error actual, so we'll observe for the unexpected result. Cause for the filer shown the logic in our code. Okay, so it perfectly create the logic is error. So next I am is decoding for this logic error. So when an expected output for the revolves is given to the code to identify and understand the logic error causing is the description currency, and understanding for the root cause is the cause for effective the debug. Okay, so now I create for the incorrect in this discuss for incorrect logic. So here is used for the subtraction instead of adding. So first of all, the analyze error is create for the arithmetic operation, and now I create for fixing error and correcting the arithmetic operation. Okay, so first of all, I'm create for the collections code and eliminate for this logic error. So first of all, here in this code, and let's create for the correct logic. Okay, so first of all, in this header, it as it is then main function in same as, and now I am here in this line. I'm create for the corrected logic. Okay, and adding for instance of the subtraction. So first of all, here declare for the sum is equal. So I'm just change for subtraction and just create adding for the addition. Okay, so the add for the plus sign. So next one, I'm create for the discipline for the correct result. So here as it is, so I've just changed for in this logic. Okay, so first of all, in this all code, I hope you are perfectly sure for the output in this code. So now I am again save this code and first build this program and completely build, and now I'm press for in this run button. Okay, so here I hope is perfectly results show so perfectly the result is true. So here now I am logic error is fixed, and let's recompile and run the correlated program and to witness the expected output and debugging logic for error is a skill that improve that practice. Okay, so perfectly sure for the expected result is 12. Okay, so I am completely and successfully for done rebel in the master the logic error fix and identify this problem and solve for this error. Okay, this unexpected result solved. So he's perfectly sure for the expected result for instead 12 and perfectly sure for it on the screen for in this compiler. So here in this session, I perfectly remember the logic error and part of the coding for adventure and mastering the art of the debugging is a valuable skill. Okay, so I hope you're understanding in the session and completely and perfectly create in this code for your computer. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's embarking journey for the exciting tutorials for the memory address in the C programming language. So get ready for a deep complete the whole snap and insight. Okay, so now first of all the understanding for the memory address in C. So the memory is the essence of every program. So let's explore how interact so is great for the sonnet operator and also create for the pointers the gateway to memory. Okay, so first of all in the C, create for the memory address is assigned to the variable, and the memory address is the location of where the variable is stored on the computer. And now let's take create a simple example and use perfectly for the memory address. Okay, so now first of all I'm going here and in this side firstly just type for integer. Okay, so now it's integer declare for my age. Okay, so I'm declare print it and then declare parenthesis, and then in this double conditions. Okay, so now I'm just type for module for P is read for the pointer and call for and sign then my age. Okay, then she's the variable, and now I'm just type for the function as the return 0. Okay, so now it's completely created. So here first of all I'm used for the my is often called for the pointer, and the pointer basically is stored for the memory address of a variable as its values, and to print for the pointer value as with the percentage %p format specifier. Okay, so now first of all save this code and just press for inbuilt and run button. Okay, so here perfectly show for the output is 00 something. So now here I'm just use OK. So here first of all cross in this result compiler. So I'm just type for is 40. Okay, so near here is just type is 45 and just save and again run this program. So here perfectly show is the same as it is in this output for is 45. And it's create for the hexadecimal is the probability not get in the same result on your program. Okay, so it's depend on where the variable is stored in your computer. Okay, so I hope you understanding for the memory address. So now I'll just create for the another example and perfectly declare and discover exploration for the program. So now I'm used for the pointers. It's a gateway to memory. The pointers are our gateway to the vast landscape of memory. And let's grab the concept and the power of them. Okay, so now first of all remove the in this old code. Okay, so just code in this so first of all I'm just type for integer, then just type for is number equal inside 42. Okay, and now I'm use for the print f function and just declare for suppose declare is value, and then type for module D because it's integer type variable read and then call for is number. Okay, and now again use for the printed functions and created for parentheses and just type for is address and just type for module P for new line, and now I'm use for again parentheses, and in this inside I'm just type for void then pointer sign use for the star, and now I'm call for and sign for number. Okay, and last one create for the semicolon, and in the function type for is the return 0. Okay, so now my code created is completely done. Okay, so now I'm just executing this code and I will analyze for the output. So first of all save this program and click for this build and run button. Okay, so here perfectly show for the output value insert for 42 and the address is hexadecimal way. Okay, so now you understanding for the memory address of your variable. Okay, so in this session I'm completely create and show for the output is the memory address is the dynamic for powerful tool, and we will explore for the malloc and free method key function for managing memory for the dynamically. Okay, so I hope for a solid understanding and this the explanation for in this old code of the memory addresses in C programming. Okay, so I hope the power of optimize your code and knowledge for your new probabilities. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. So again, thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the pointer in C programming. So the pointer in C are easy and fun to learn. And some C programming tasks are performed for more easily with the pointers and create for other tasks, such as dynamic memory, election, and cannot be performed without using for pointers. So it becomes more for necessary to learn for the pointers to become a perfect for C programmer. Okay, so now let's get started and create for simple and easy step we follow for the create perfect the pointers. Okay, so first of all, what are the pointers? So the pointer is a variable whose value is address of another variable and direct address of the memory location. Okay, so now first of all, I'm create a simple program now how to create a pointer. Okay, so now I'm going for in this main for the declaration. So first of all, I'm just type for is integer and also type for is var. Insert suppose for is 20. Okay, so now is the actual variable declaration. So next step, I'm again just type for is integer, then create for multiplication and I and P. Okay. So now it's declared for the pointer variable. And next step, again just type for P and use for and sign. Okay, for var, okay, and in this line, store for address of variable for var in pointer variable. Okay, so now I'm just type for is printf and create for parenthesis and double quotation. Okay. So in this insert, just type for is address of var for variable. Okay, and create for clone, and then first of all, just type for module x for n. Okay, is the new line, and also call for is and sign for is variable. Okay, and last one create for semicolon. So now I'm just declare for variable and I'm store for address in the pointer variable. Okay, and I'm going for in this next line. The next line I'm just create for the pointer variable in address. So first of all, just is printf and create for parenthesis and double quotation, and just type for is address stored in IP for variable. Okay, and create for clone. So I'm first of all call for the module x and also create for the new line, and in this insert I'm just type for is p. Okay, so I'm again use for the access the values using for the pointer. Okay, so I'm just again type for is printf and create for module in this parenthesis. So now first of all, I'm just type for is value of p ip variable. Okay, and create for clone. So first of all, I'm just type for %d and create for new line, and here first of all, I'm just type for is module for ip. Okay, and create for semicolon. So now in this code is almost complete. So now just create for the end of function is written 0. Okay, so now first of all, in this code for save and just code is compiled and executed. Okay, so if this code is completely saved and just press for is build and run button. So here just wait. So now perfectly show for the output is address of per variable is 61FE14. Then address is stored in IP variable is, and then value of IP variable is 20. Okay, so this is the output. So next time create for the null pointer. Okay, so it is always a good practice to assign a null value to a pointer variable in case you do not have an exact address to be assigned. Okay, so in this is done at the time of the variable declaration, and the pointer that assigned null is called a null pointer. Okay, so now first of all I'm remove all the code. Okay, so here I'm create for the null pointer is a constant with the value of 0 defined in several standard libraries. Okay, so now first of all I'm create for integer and create for star sign, then ppr. Okay, and is equal just create for null. Okay, and now create for the printf is the printf and create for parenthesis and double quotation. So just time type for the value of ppr, and is create for clone. So now first of all, so just typing mistakes, I'm just type for is ptr, and then going for here, just first of all type for parenthesis and x and create for new line, and then call for is ptr. Okay, and then percent is in this already the semicolon, so now I'm just type for is written 0. Okay, so now I'm just saving this program and in this code just compiled and executed. Okay, so now first of all save this code and just click for is build and run button. Okay, so here perfectly show for the output the value of ptr is 0. Okay, so this is the output. So in this session is complete for the pointer. So I hope you're understanding this session and completely create for the pointer coding. Okay, so thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the world of recursion in the C programming language. And the recursion is a powerful concept that involves a function calling itself, and is widely used in various algorithms and the problem-solving scenarios. Okay, so today we will explore for the basic of recursion with a simple C program. So before we jump into the code and let's discuss what the recursion. So in programming, recursion occurs when a function calls itself and either is directly or indirectly. Okay, so it's like a function solving a similar instance of the same problem. So until it reads a base case, now it's seeing how it's work in practice. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just adding for two numbers together is easy to do, but adding a range of number is more complicated. So now in the following example for create the recursion is used for to add a range of numbers together by breaking it down into the simple task of adding for two numbers. Okay. So now here, first of all, I'm just create is integer sum, and now I'm in declare for also integer k. Okay, and now I'm going for in this main function side. Okay, and here first of all I'm just type for is integer result. Okay, it's result, and now I'm declare is sum is result. Now I'm declare is sum, and in this inside insert for the value is 20. Okay, and now I'm going for the print function is printed, and in this inside I'm create for the module d and also declare for the result. Okay, is integer. Now just create for in a function is written 0. Okay, so now in this program is perfectly complete, and now I'm just taking type for is sum, then is integer for k, and now create for the curly braces. So here first of all use the first condition for k is greater than 0, and also create for the return for k used for additional operator and sum, and now create this inside k decrement 1. Okay, and now in this statement, when in this statement is not working, so now I'm used for the else statement. Okay, so here just type for is return 0. So now perfectly complete my code, and here when and the sum function is called it add for parameter k to the sum of all numbers smaller than k and return for the result, and when k is 0, the function just returns 0 and is when running. So program now I'm complete for explanation in this program. So now first of all I'm just say this program and click for is both build and run button. Okay, so now I'm just wait. So here perfectly open for the output is 2010. Okay, so this is the output. So now in this step is complete, and here I'm just create for when k is 0, the program is stop and run in the result. Okay, so in this step is perfectly completed, and now I'm create for the another program. So here first of all I'm create for the function prototype. Okay, so now I'm just remove this code. Okay, and remove this. So here first of all I'm just type for is void then recursive function. Okay, so now is create for the recursive function, and now I'm just declare integer for n. Okay, so now it's perfectly declared, and now I'm just going for here, and then I'm just type for is integer is number call. Just insert for 5. Okay, and now I'm create for the printf, and in this inside I'm just create for calling recursive. Okay, so now is calling. So now it's calling, and then I'm just again create for in this parenthesis, and in this side I'm just type for is model d, and also create for the new line. Okay, so now I'm just call for in this number. Okay, so now I'll perfectly declare for the function prototype, and now I'm just call for is create the function call. Okay, so now just type is recursive function method, and in this inside I'm declare for the number. Okay, so now it's perfectly complete, and then I'm just type for is in the function is written 0. Okay, so now it's perfectly complete for the function prototype and then function call. And now I'm create for the recursive function definition. Okay, so in this program outside I'm just going, and here just type for is void then is recursive function, and then in the inside and I'm just declare for the integer m. Okay, so now I'm create for in these curly braces, and here I'm use for the if statement and create for n is greater than 4 0. Okay, and now I'm create for the printf and create for the output message for value of n. And now I'm declare for module new line and also for n. Okay, and now I'm just create for the recursive call. So first of all just call for the recursive function in the void, and then n is decrement for 1. Okay, so now my code is complete, and here first of all use a simple C program and the main function add a recursive function, and let's start by looking at the main function. We declare our integer variable and initialize for it to 5, and when the print messages are for indicating we are calling for the recursive function with the value of a number. Okay, so now I'm just save this program and just going for in the run function in this button, click and perfectly show for the output is the calling for recursive 5 and the value n is 5. 4 3 2 1. Okay, so this is the output. So now in the station for the basic of recursion in C programming, I'm perfectly create for the experiment with a different recursive function and explore for more complex of scenarios. Okay, so I hope you understand and perfectly create for the values and print it for the order from 5 to 1, and this show us how recursive tackle problem by breaking in them into more manageable for sub problems. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I will create for the strings in the C programming language. So get ready for a comprehensive guide filled with code snapped and inside. Okay. So first of all, what are the strings? So string in C are arrays of character ending with a null character, and these characteristics make them versatile for storing and manipulating textual data. Okay, so now firstly create for the one dimensional array of the character terminated by a null character, and this is a null terminated string contains the character that compares the string followed by a null. Okay, so now I will just create for the array initialization. Then you can write for every statement. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just create the string, and the C compile is automatically placed for the null character. Okay, so here first of all, okay, so now first of all, I'll just use the character for char, and now just type for is grading. Okay, and declare for the array is 6. Okay, then it's curve braces and inside, and now first of all create for the curly braces, and in this inside I'm just type for the string and the array. So single quotation, type for the string and the array. So single quotation inside, first of all, just type for H, and again type for E, and also type L, and again L, and last one just type for O. Okay, and now I'm used for the null for here is created for the null characters. So single quotations and in 0. Okay, so now perfectly this declare for the null character, and now use for the print f. Okay, and create for the message is grading message. Okay, and now I'm create for the module is for the string type, so also create for the new line, and now I'm just call for is grading variable in the character. Okay, so now I'm just create for the int of function is return 0. Okay, so here completely create for my code, and now in this code and just compile and execute and show for the result. Okay, so first of all save this program and then click for the both build and run button. Okay, so here now perfectly show for the result is a grading for hello. Okay, so this is the output, and in C support for wide range of function that manipulate for the null character is a string. Okay, so it's also declare create for the manipulations function is the powerful functions for the manipulations and discover functions like string length and string copy and more that makes a string handle a brace. Okay, so now let's create for an example and use for the string length functions. Okay, so in string length and string cat copy is declared. Okay, so first of all remove this in all code. Okay, and now create for the new code. So first of all I'm just type for his character and string for string HDR for the short of from is 1, and now just declare for the square braces inside for 12, and then just type for is hello here, and just type for hello for programming. Okay, so this create for the double quotation inside. So now okay, so here is create for hello, and next run again create for the character, then type for str2 and declare for is 12, and then create is equal. So suppose I'm create for is hello world. Okay, and now I'm create for is a character is str3 string 3. So now I'm just declare is square versus inside is 12. Okay, and then I'm use for the integer print for is the length for length. Okay, so now is character into integer is declared, and now I'm use for the copy string into the string 3. Okay, so just type for strpp y is a string copy short form, and then first of all I've just typed for str3 and also str1. Okay, and now I'll use for the print if functions, and in this inside I'm just create for str string copy, then create a parenthesis, and in this inside first of all for is str3 and also for str1. Okay, and now I'm create for clone because it's the string types. I'm just type for module is and create for new line. Okay, and just I'm called for is str3. Okay, so now in this one is created, and now I'm created for the second step, create for the concentration conditionals for the string 1 and the string 2. Okay, so first of all I'm copy for in this code. Okay, and paste for next line and just simply change. So now I'm used for the copycat. Okay, the copycat, and this copycat for is one string 1 and string 2. Okay, so I'm just change for in this here. So now I'm be used for the copycat, then declare for string 1 and string 2. Okay, and it's the both for the string type. So now just call for is a string 1. Okay, so now I'm again paste for in the same code here. So now I'm used for the total length of this string after the conjugation. Okay, so now remove for this code. Okay, so first of all I'm just type for is length for length is equal. So just type for str length and the str length for the str1. Okay, so is this string and declare and now I'm going for the print function, and here use for the string for length is the string length. Okay, and just I'm open for only the string 1. Okay, so then is now use is integer types and just change for is a module D and create for the new line, and here I'm only use for the length. Okay, so now is perfectly created, and then I'm just type for in written. Okay, it's not mandatory, but you use is a perfect for in this code. Okay, so now completely created for in this code. So first of all save this. Okay, so here save this code, and now in this code is compiled and executed and perfectly produce for the code. Okay, so first of all save this program and click for build and run button. Okay, so here for completely show for the output for the string copy create for the hello, and the string catch create for the hello world, and the string length for 10. Okay, so this is the output. So I hope you in this session completely created. So it's the most perfect technique so to create and write clean code, secure and efficient string based code. Okay, so now perfectly unlocked a powerful tool for handling the textual data. So I hope you understanding in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another exciting for the programming adventure journey. So today we are setting our slides on the purpose which statement in C programming language. So get ready to untangle the increases of the versatile tool as we explore its syntax and applications and the potential for the pitfalls. Okay, so now let's get started. For the pitfalls, okay, so now let's get started. So first of all, the standing for the switch statement. So the switch statement are the like magic, your inner code and allowing you to take for the different path based on the values of an expression. And so they are particularly handy when dealing with for the multiple conditions. Okay, so first of all, create in this session cover perfectly create for the switch statement and create for the complete program. Okay, so first of all, I'm just declare foreign teaser use for day. Okay, and site for is 3. So now I'm use here for the switch statement. Okay, the switch and in this inside I'm declare for the day. Okay, and now I'm create for the curly braces. Okay, so in this inside first of all I'm create the case 1. Okay, and the case 1 is declared. So first of all I'm just type for is printf, and here I'm insert for the day name is Monday. Okay, and now in this inside I'm create for the new line. Okay, so now use for is the break statement. Okay, so in this break statement is the gatekeeper to our switch statement, and it ensure that once case is executed. Okay, so next time create for the another case is 2, and next line use for again the printf functions. Okay, and then type for the another day name for is the Tuesday. Okay, and create for the new line. Okay, so now is complete, and here I'm again use for the break statement. Okay, so now I'm also again use for the case is 3, and then type again for is printf and create for parentheses. So in this inside I'm just type for the another day name for is Wednesday, and now I'm again create for the new line. Okay, so here I'm just typing mistake, so completely solve for in this error. So here I'm use for the Wednesday. So here I'm use for the Wednesday, and now I'm again use for this the break statement. Okay, so now you can use for here use the more case, because I'm just stop and use for in this the 3 step. Okay, and now I'm use for the default parameter. Okay, so now use for is default, and here I'm create for again the printf. Okay, it's printed, and again for parentheses, and in this instead I'm just create for is invalid day. Okay, so I hope complete for in this program and in this outside, and just type for the int function is return 0. Okay, so now you understand in this code. So now first of all here in create for the expression is evaluated and the corresponding case is executed. And but watch out without the break statement, and unexpected behavior may also occur. Okay, so here also use for is the default parameter. Okay, so in this create for the explore for the advanced techniques, so just like use for the nested switch statement and using for the switch can with for the enums. And now firstly save in this code and going for here, and now I'll just click for this build and run button. Okay, and I hope perfectly show for the output, so perfect press for the output by the Wednesday. Okay, so this is in the output for in this program. Okay, so now completely create and complete and perfectly exploration for in this whole program decoding and perfectly create for the switch statement in the programming, and it's armed with this knowledge and you can navigate for the complex for the decision making scenarios with easy. Okay, so I hope you understand in this session and perfectly focus for in this code. Hello everyone, welcome back to our programming journey. So today we are diving into the fundamental building blocks of the C programming variable, and this for the dynamic entities hold the sense of your data, and let's explore the world of variable in C. So first of all, the understanding for the variable in BASIC. So variable are the mass stores of data management in C. So what exactly are they and how to do they or to store the data symphony? And let's start by unraveling the basic of variable. Okay, so now let's get started and create a simple program for the variable. Okay, so here in this already declare for first of all I am programming started and create for in this include.studio the header file, and now I am create for int main. Okay, and now I am create the curly braces. So now firstly declare and initialize for the variable. So first of all I'll just type for integer is it insert for 25. Okay, and then insert, so I'll just create for the plot, the plotting point is the height I declare. So suppose I am create the height is 5.7. Okay, and then declare for the character. So the character is grade, and the grade is read for the single quotation inside for E. Okay, so now is the variable is declared, and here I am create for the output variable. So first of all I'm just type for is printf and then create for suppose the age. Okay, and here the age is integer type, so a module D and perfectly create the new line. Okay, and call for the is function in the as for the variable. So now the age is declared, and I'm again create for the print function. Okay, and then type for the parenthesis and then double quotation create inside the height. Okay, and the height is pointing point. So first of all I am type the module dot 1f. Okay, create the again new line. Okay, so now comma, so call for is the height. Okay, so height is a plotting point, and now again type for the print for the output function and output variable this one, and then type for is the grade. Okay, so now first of all the grade is character. So first of all type the module dot and then C and again type for the new line and call for the grade variable. Okay, so now is almost complete, and now I am just type for is written 0. Okay, so now my program is almost completely, and here I am just use the variable come for in the various way. First, create the data types and then is serving a specific purpose. And let's explore the DB source data types available in the C program and then understand when it used them. Okay. So first of all, I'm just save this program and first build this all in this program so perfectly. Build for this code and then run for this code. Okay, so here perfectly I hope perfect show the results are perfectly show the output. So first print the age is 25 and height for 5.7 and the grade is okay. So in the session I'm completely show for the output. Okay, so here the variable is analyze the variable and understand the data type and within the magic of the printing. This variable and then the variable not only store data but bring it to the OK. So first time print for the data type, then teaser for 20, the value is 25. And next time print for the data type is plot OK. And print for the value is 5.7 and next create for the character variable is the data type for the character and print the value for OK. So I hope you understand this code. So here as we conclude our exploration of the variable in C, and remember that variables are the melody in the coding, okay? And use them wisely so if they give them a meaningful names and let them create a beautiful composition in your programs. Okay, so thank you for joining us on this musical journey through the variable in C. And keep coding, keep experimenting, and may your variables sing beautiful tones in your program, okay? Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another programming journey. So today we are diving into the wonderful world of the while loops in C programming. So brace yourself as we unveil the syntax, examine real-world example, and most of the art of loop control, okay? So now let's get started. So first of all, understanding the while loops. So while loops are your truthfully mechanism for the repetitive tasks. They keep executing a block of code as long as given condition is true. So now let's see how this works in the real of the C programming. Okay, so now I'm just discuss for the loops. Okay, so loops can execute a block of code as long as the specified condition is reached. And the loops are the handy because they save time, reduce error, and they make code more readable. Okay, so now first of all, I'm create for the simple while loop and it's specified for the condition is true. Okay, so now supposing use for the example and create the code, the loop will run over to over again and as long as variable is less than 5. Okay, so now turn here first of all I'm just declare integer I. Okay, so I equal inside for 0. So now I'm used for the while loop and create for the condition for I and less than 5. Okay, so now I'm create for curly braces and in this inside I'm create for the print f. Okay, in this printed and now I'm just simply just type for is percentage is module D and also create for the new line. Okay, so now I'm create a call for is the I variable. Okay, and now create for in this I for increment. Okay, so here I'm used for the chain. Okay, so now this almost complete and perfectly create this. Okay, and in the south side create for is the return 0. Okay, so my code create is completely. So first of all I'm the same and build in this program and perfectly built and now I'm create for in this run button press. Okay, so here perfectly show for the output is 0 to 9 because it's the 10. Okay, so in this first step is perfectly complete. Okay, so here just create, and for the increase the variable used in the condition for is I. The variable used in the condition for is I plus plus, otherwise the loop will never end. Okay, so next step I'm also create for the do while loop. Okay, so the do while loop is a variant of the while loop, and this loop will execute for code blocks on and before checking if the condition is true, and then it will respect the loop as long as the condition is true. Okay, so now I'm just create example and use for do or while loop, and the loop is always be executed at least one and even if the condition for the code block is executed before the condition is tested. Okay, so now first of all I'm declare here, I'm just change. So now I'm use for do. Okay, and then remove for here in this condition, then create in color braces, then printf as it is in this I increment, and now I'm used for the condition. Okay, so now here first of all I'm just type for is while. Okay, and use the condition for I is less than 12. Okay, and then create for semicolon. So now my code is declared completely, and here the increase for the variable I'm used for in this condition, and otherwise the loop is never end. Okay, so now just save this code and just create for the build and run button. Okay, in this click, and now I hope perfectly show for the output is 0 2 1 1. Okay, so in this is indicate for is 12. Okay, so in the second time this time I'm perfectly complete, and then third is strip. I'm create for the real world example. Okay, so now remove for all in code. Okay, so first of all I'm used for integer count. Okay, and the count is declared for 1. Okay, and next line I'm used for the while loop. Okay, and also create for the condition is count, then less than equal for 5. Okay, and also create for the curly braces. So in this side, and just this type for is printed, and then create for the iterations. Then create for the iterations. Okay, with iterations, and declare for the %d and create new line, and now call for is a count variable. Okay, and now also create for the count is increment. Okay, so now perfectly created, and in this here, and just create for the closing function statement for the return 0. Okay, so my code is created. So my code is created completely, and here first of all let's see, use for the breakdown to the execution follow, and the condition is executed before is iteration, and if true the block code block is executed, and we will explore this with our example. Okay, so first of all save this program and click for build and run button. Okay, click build and run button. Okay, so here perfectly show for the output is iteration 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, perfectly in this step and complete. Okay, so here in this statement are our secret weapons, and the break statement allow us to execute the loop prematurely in the continue. Let's just skip the rest of the code blocks and move to the next iterations. Okay, so I hope you understand in this common program, and you perfect improper low control will help you write robust and efficient code. Okay, so in this session I'm completely and perfectly create and show for the output, and create for while loops and using for while loops for input validations. Okay, so it's journey through the while loop in C programming, and armed with this knowledge, and you can tackle repetitive tasks with the grace, the precisions. Okay, so I hope in this enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the C++ programming, the for loop. Okay, so now focusing on all the essential tool for every programmer toolkit. Okay, so first of all is understanding for the for loops. So for loop is a control for loop, the statement that allow you to repeat a block of code for a specified number of times. So it's like having for the virtual assistant that tirelessly perform a task for many times as you need. Okay, so now is great, the concept is better. So now let's go first of all create example and imagine you want to pin for the number from, suppose is insert is 1 2, pin the for loop is perfect for this scenario. Okay, so now here I'm just going then here first of all I'm just type for is for loop, and in this inside I'm create for the condition. So first of all, create integer I, okay, and is equal the and declare is 1, okay, and then create for is I, then less than equal, and insert suppose the 10, okay. And now in this 10, I'm just first of all create in this I for increment, okay. So in this inside, I'm create for in this calibrations. And now I'm just type for is cout and create for initialize for I, and again create in this sign and create for this double condition. Okay, so now I'm just create for this semicolon. Okay, so here just type for is return. Okay, is return is 0. So now my code is most simple code for the for loop, and here first of all declare for the for loop and initialize a variable for I to 1 and continue as long as I is less or equal to 10, and increment for in I by 1 in is iteration. Okay, so the number is 1 is throw 10 are printed to the console. Okay, so now here I'm just save in this program and just click for in this build and run button. Okay, so now here just open perfectly is the 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so here is create for in this for loop. Okay, so here in this session, I'm just open for and create this for loop. So here I'm used for, then in this now I'm just sign change. So here I'm just create for is the decrement. Okay, so now I'm just save in this code and just click for this build and run button. So here in this randomly inserted for I insert for is I is decrement. Okay, so now just remove, and here I'm used for is 1 2 5. Okay, so now I'm insert, and here in this sign I'm just change and just use for the double plus. Okay, is the increment. So now I'm again save this code and just click for this build and run button. Okay, so now here perfectly open for is the value is 1 2 5. Okay, so this is the output for in this for loop. So here in this session create for the for loops in C++, and they are a powerful tool for is the automating is the repetitive task and the iterating throughout the data structure. Okay, so by understanding how to set up and control a for loop, and you unlock a world of possibilities for in your code journey. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you for watching. Hello programmer, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, for the heart of C++ programming, for the while loop, okay? So it's the most fundamental tool that adds for incredible flexibility in your code. So first of all, the understanding for the while loop. So while loop is a control call statement that allow you to repeatedly execute a block of code as long as is specified for the condition is true, and it's like having a loyal assistant who tirelessly perform a task until a certain condition is met. Okay, so now here and just create for the example and perfectly create, and you imagine when to bring the number from 1 to 10, a while loop, you make this happen. Okay, so now here first of all, insert for the integer I is equal to 1. Okay, and now I use for the while loop, and in this inside create for the condition is I then less than equal for 10. Okay, so now here I'm insert for the 12. So now I'm simply create the cout and insert for the curly braces. So now create for in this curly braces. So I'm just simply create the cout and insert for I, and then create for in this double quotation. Okay, so now I'm create for this semicolon, and here I'm again create for is I for increment. Okay, so now completely create for the while loop, and then just type for is written 0. Okay, so now completely create for this while loop, and first of all check for the while loop the condition for is I is less than equal to 12. For before is iteration, so long as the condition is true. So the loop is continue and printing for the value of I and then increment in unit. Okay, for I becomes is greater than 12. So here first of all initialize for is I equal to 1. Okay, and this line and the while loop is continue to execute. The while loop is continue to execute for as long as I is less than for 12. Okay, and inside the loop, and now is print for in this the I is increment. Okay, so now I'm saving this code and just click for this build and run button. So now here just open this code. So perfectly insert for the value is 1 to 12. Okay, it's simple structure for the demonstrate the power of while loop is in handling for the repetitive task with the dynamic conditions. Okay, so here in this session is completely created. So now here also another use for now insert here. So now use for is I is, so here use now I'm just change this sign is equals and just insert here in this string. Okay, and just save and click for this build and run button. And here is not interested for the output because I'm just changing this sign. Okay, so here I'm just again for in this previous sign uses is less than equal, and then save and see the output perfectly working. So now here completely working for in this code, and see the output for is 1 to 10. Okay, so now in this while loop is completely create for in the C++, and they are a versatile tool for handling for the dynamic conditions and the repetitive tasks in your code. Okay, so I hope it's perfectly set up and control a while loop for in your computer. So I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you for joining us. Hello coders, welcome back to this another tutorial. This tutorial for the do while loop. So the rule of C++ programming to unravel the mysteries behind a key tool for the do while loop. Okay, so first of all, the understanding for the do while loop. So while a do while loop is a control follow statement that allow you to repeatedly execute a block of code and while specified for the condition is true. So what it is is that it guarantees at least on execution of the block of code and ensuring that the loop is entered for before the condition is checked. Okay, so now here create for the simple do while loop and create for the concept here, and let's jump into our my first program. And imagine you want to print for the number from is 1 to 5, and the do while loop you can handle is the scenario and in a unique way. Okay, so now here first of all declare is integer I equal to 1. Okay, and now insert here for the do, create the curly braces, and now just type for a cout and create this I. Okay, and again creating this statement and then create for is double quotation. Okay, and now I'm just create for is I for increment. Okay, so in this the do statement is complete, and now I'm create for in this the while. Okay, the while loop is also created, so here again created for the condition is I then less than equal to 5. Okay, and now I'm create for is the return. Okay, since return is 0. Okay, so now here first of all initialize for is equal I equal to 1. Okay, and the do while loop is execute for the block and print for the values of I and incrementing it. Okay, so the loop is continue as long as I is less than or equal to 5, and this equal structure for ensuring the block of code is executed at least once. Okay, so now just save in this code and just click this build and run button. Okay, so here now perfectly show the output is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so here is print for the do while loop. Okay, so now you can choose here use for the initialize for integer I is equal to I am insert for 0. Okay, so now here I'm just declare for is 10. So now save this code and just click this build and run button. So now here perfectly open for 0, 1, 2, and then 10. Okay, so now he's in this 2 statement is completely working. Okay, so it's great for the making is do while loop is a powerful tool in certain scenario. Okay, so here in this session and there you have it the do while loop in C++, and they bring a unique flavor to looping structure and guaranteeing at least on execution of the block of code. Okay, so by understanding and in this code and setup and control a do while loop, and you add another variable tool in your programming toolkit. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for joining us today and in this most important topic for the do while for the C++ programming inside. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the unraveling the secret of blocks and semicolons in C++ programming. So blocks and the semicolon are the fundamental element that contribute to the structure and syntax of your code. So in this session, I'm completely create for in these 2 steps. So now let's get started. So first of all, in the C++ programming for the blocks and semicolon, play for in this rule is define the scope of code and indicating the end of statement. So now perfectly understanding in this session and correctly essential for writing well structured and error-free program. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just going for in this the main functions inside. Okay, so now firstly create is the block 1. Okay, So now I'm used for the firstly C out, then create for this is the output. I'm used for the firstly C out, then create for this is the output function is hello from block 1. Okay. And then create for new line. So now it's perfect. And then here use again for the curly braces. And in this inside, I'm just type for is C out, then create for this message is hello from is block 2. Okay. And create for new line. So now perfectly declare in this line and first of all here, okay. So in the side now I'm create for this again here. I'm just create for this curly braces and now I'm create for here, okay. So now I'm again create these curly braces, okay. So now here first of all this, okay. So now it's fixed. So here in this session is create for the block 1, then create for the C out for hello from is block 1 and again create for the curly braces. And in this inside, I'm again create for hello from is block 2. Okay. So now in this the first the end of block 2. In this inside, I'm again create for hello from is block 2. Okay. So now in the first the end of block 2 and the braces of the end of block 1. Okay, and now I'm create for the return 0. Okay. So now completely create for my code and just time save this program and click for this build and run button. Okay, so here now perfectly working. So perfectly print for the message is hello from block 1 and the hello from is block 2. Okay, so this is the output for is the block. Okay, so now next one I'm create also for the semicolon in C++ programming. Okay. So now first of all I'm remove for in this all code and here first time integer for a call 10 and again create for integer b equal 20. Okay. And in this, first of all, in this the equal 10 and declaration and initialization for the first statement. And secondly, the same as it is for the declaration and initialization for the second statement. Okay, now I'm create for the statement performing additional operator use. So here I'm use for the integer sum equal for for additional operator for b. Okay. Now create for the output function is C out, then insert for the thumb of, then create again for in this sign, then again and create for double quotation inside, create for the an int operator, then again create for b, then again. So now create for the double quotation in this inside, create for the is and clone, and now lastly create in indica insert for the sum and then create for the end of line. Okay. So now completely create for my code and here I'm just type for the return statement. So is written and create for the 0. So now perfectly create this code. So first of all, I'm declare for the 2 integer. Here, the 2 integer value declaration and initialization statement. And then use here for the sum equal to a plus b is the statement performing for the additional and it calculate for the sum for a and b and assign to the values for the sum. Okay, and then create for in this for the output function. This is an output statement and perfectly print for the sum of a and b to the console. Okay. So now save this program and just click for this build and run button. And here in perfectly compile and run this code. Okay, so just wait and in this compiling. So now insert for in this black console. So here now it's perfectly show for the output the sum of 10 and the 20 is the 30. Okay, so this is the output. So now in this session, I'm completely create for the blocks and semicolon are the integral to the syntax and the structure of C++ program. Okay, and now you understanding how to use them is correctly will help you write clean, organized and error-free code. Okay, so I hope you enjoying the session. So thank you for watching. Hello programmer, welcome back to this another tutorial. So in this session, create for the continuous statement is the venturing into the world of C++ programming to unravel the efficiently and the power of a valuable tool. Okay, so first of all, the understanding is the continuous statement. So the continuous statement is control holder that allow you to skip the rest of the current loop into iteration in a loop and move on the next one. So it's like having a shortcut in your code and improving for efficiently under readability. Okay, so now understand for the impact and let's jump into my first program and imagine you want to print only the odd numbers in a range. Okay, and the continuous statement can help you skip the even number for the equivalently. Okay, so here I'm just going for in this the main function inside and create for the most simple and perfect and clean code. Okay, so first of all, I just for this for loop and in this inside and initialize for the integer I is equal to 1. Okay, and then create for is I for less than equal to 0. It's not 0, the 10. Okay, so here is create for the true or false statement and then create also the I is increment. Okay, so here I'm create for in this curly braces. So now here we use for the condition is if, and in this inside create for suppose is I and then create module is 2 and then is equal to inside 0. Okay, and now here create for in this again curly braces and here I'm just create the continue. Okay, the continue then in this function inside create in this the cout for I and create in this double quotation only. Okay, so now here is perfectly created and then here I create is the return. Okay, is the return 0. Okay, so now create for the simple and perfect clean in this continue code. So here I'm just first of all here I use for the loop is iterate for the numbers from is 1 to 10 and the continuous statement is used to skip the rest of the loop for the even numbers and here is also take the number in the range and the when is encounter an even number for determined by the if condition. The continue this is the continuous statement is triggered and this is skip the rest of the loop code and move on the next iteration. Okay, so here first of all just save in this code and just click for this build and run button. Okay, so now here just open for in the odd number for is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Okay, so this is the odd number for in this code. Okay, so here is create in this continuous statement create perfectly and show the output the odd number. Okay, so is this streamlined approach to handling for a specific case within your loop. Okay, so here in this session and there you have is in the continuous statement in C++ is a powerful tool for the streaming your loop and improving for the efficiently of your code. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the multiple catch block. So the multiple catch block is a C++ programming and to explore a crucial aspect of the expectation handling. Okay, so now let's get started. So first of all, the understanding for the introduction to the in this exception handling. So in the C++ that allow you to gratefully deal with error on the exceptional situation that may arise during the execution of your program. Okay, so now today I'm create a perfect one example and perfectly declare for this in this multiple catch block. Okay, so now first of all use my first program and you imagine for diving for two number and you want to handle the scenario where the denominator is 0. Okay, so and multiple catch block can help you address his specific error. So now first of all I'm going for in this main function inside, and now first of all I'm just create is integer for is numerator. Okay, numerator. Okay, so numerator, and then also create with the denominator. Denominator. Okay, so denominator in also insert is the result variable. Okay, so now it's perfectly declare and initialize this variable, and next time create the cout. Okay, and here create this double quotation inside, create for the output message is enter. For here just type is numerator. Okay, is perfect, and then here use for the input function is seen, then again just type is numerator. Okay, so now in this code just time copy. Okay, and paste the next line, and here I'm just change. So now here I'm just create for is here I'm just create the denominator. Okay, denominator. Okay, so here I'm just create is I. So now I hope is perfectly okay. Here is create for the denominator. Okay, so now here in this perfect, and then in just copy and paste for here. Okay, so now it's completely declare for the input and output in this variable. Okay, so here I'm use for the if condition uses. So in this inside first of all create the first condition is denominator. Okay, is the denominator is equal to 0. Okay, and print the output message. So now here I'm use for the draw is the error handling state. So just type for is the draw, and also here create for the message is suppose the division by 0. Okay, division by 0 is not allow. Okay, so now it's the not allow is perfect. Okay, so now I'm create for the semicolon is the throw is the block is complete, and now here in this outside I'm create for the division operator uses. So first of all I'm just type for is result is integer type, and equal I'm just type is the here the numerator and divide for. Okay, and use the denominator. Okay, So now in this the denominator inserted and then create for the semicolon. Okay, so now here also use the again C out and create for the output message is result of again for the division. Okay, and now here again call on this result variable and create the end of line. Okay, so now perfect, and now I'm just going here. Okay, so first of all create in this. Okay, so now mistakenly not here declare is the big mistake, so here I'm not declaring in this the try. Okay, so now I'm just create this the try block. Okay, is the try and his whole program is create for the try block inside. Okay, so now is create for this complete semicolon, sorry, in this fairly braces, and now here I'm just complete. So first of all in this all code create for the try block inside, and now I'm create for in this catch block. So first of all this type is the catch. Okay, and here create the parentheses, and now I'm use the constant. Okay, so in this constant use, and here I'm also use the character. Okay, so now is the character inserted, so in this character, and now I'm use for the multiplication sign, and here I'm just type for is error message. Okay, is the error message inserted, and now I'm again create this curly braces, and in this inside I'm create for the code for CERR. Okay, and create is double less than, and in this inside I'm just type for is error. Okay, and create this clone, and now here I'm again create in this and call for the error message. Okay, so here in this error message. Okay, and now I'm create for the end of line function. So now I've completely create my code, and here I'm just type for is return 0. Okay, so now completely create my whole code, and so here first of all I'm used for in this the try block. Okay, so here use the try block contains and the code that might for in this the throw an exception, and in this case a division by 0. If that happen, the throw statement is generate an exception by type. Here use a construct is character, and the sketch block then case this is to specific type of the exception, and they display a custom error. Okay, so now here first of all in this code and just save. Okay, and click for this build and run button. Okay, so here in this show here the error or sun I'm just again checked, so here create for the okay. So now is the spelling mistake and this typing mistake, so is the use for the denominator. Okay, so now I'm just again save and then click for this build and run button. So here is face that another error. So now here is the C is great. Okay, so here is the show for display error. So this is the create for in this the error, and here use in this error. Okay, so now in this code I'm just take in this line, and here in this error message is not declared in this scope. Okay, so here in this create for the double R, so I'm just take save and then click for this. Okay, so here I hope now perfectly. So now in this perfectly open for in this console running console here, I'm just type for enter the numerator. So here I'm just type for is word for OK and press for enter. So here is print for the enter is the denominator result of division by 0. Okay. So here in this print for perfectly the output. So here in this session and this completely create. Okay. So it's the multiple catch blocking C++ and they offer a robust way to handle for different type of exception and provide for train error messages. Okay, so I hope you understand in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial in this session and create for the essential concept in C++ programming, this stack unwinding. Okay, so now let's get started and perfectly create the magic of behind is handling for exception and maintaining program integrated. Okay, so first of all in this what is the stack unwinding. Okay, so this the program looks for the nearest catch block to handle the exception as it serves for a suitable catch block and the program and being for the call is stack bring up the resource allocated in function sub. Okay, so now let's get started and today I'm create for an example and perfectly create for the stack unwinding code. Okay, so now let's create it is the perfect coding. Okay, so here first of all I'm just going in this and here first of all I'm just declare is the void is inner function. Okay, so now I'll just type void and then inner and type function. Okay, so now in this declare for the inner function and create for the parentheses and also create in the curly braces. Okay, so here I'm use in the throw and create here is this runtime. Okay, is runtime, create it. So here I'm just type in this all for this small word and this type for is a row. Okay, and here I'm create for the parenthesis and in this inside I'm just type for is the exception. Okay, so it's exception in inner function. Okay, inner. So now it's perfectly create the exception is inner function and now I'm again create for the void and in this inside and this type for is a middle function. Okay, is a middle function and create the same in parentheses and as it in this curly braces and here in this inside and I'll just call for inner function. Okay, so now complete for in this and here I'm just again create for now I'm use for the void and outer function. So just type for is the void and here in this type for is the outer function. Okay, so now it's completely creating this the outer function and creating this curly braces and in this inside I'm first to say use the try block. So now here I'm declare for the first. So now I'm first of all call in this the inner function. Okay, and next one here I just create here in this the catch block. Okay, in a catch block and create for the parentheses and here I'm just declare is the constant use the runtime error. Okay, in this runtime error and here I'm just use for is and sign. Here I'm just use for is and sign and exception for E. Okay, and then create in this curly braces and here I'm just create for CERR and create this sign and here I'm just create is touch the exception. Okay, so now here in this the type is the perfect. Okay, exception and create this clone and now here create for E dot now I'm use the what and then parenthesis and now in this line is create, and last one create for the end of line. Okay, and here in this the line for in this void function is complete, and then I'm just going for in this the main function inside. And here first of all I'm just call in the outer function. Okay, and also create for the return 0. Okay, so now completely create in this code, and here first of all create for in this program tries to execute for the inner function. Okay, in this inner function, and but the exception in this is the throw, and as the program for unwinds the call block is as the program for unwinds the call block, it's loop for the suitable catch block. Okay, and this catch block is found in for the outer function. Okay, this outer function, and which case the exception display and error message and prevent for the program for is the crashing. Okay, so I'm just so here I'm just first of all save this program and click this build and run button. So just open. So now here create for the cause is for exception for the exception in the inner function. Okay, so here in this the output and create for in this display for the error message and prevent for the programs from is the crashing. Okay, so this is for the showcase is how the stack unwinding ensure that the resources are the properly released. Okay, so now complete for my code, and here in this the most simple and perfectly important world topic for the stack is unwinding in C++ and programming, and the mechanism for handling the exception and ensuring for the proper resource cleanup. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this session. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another session. So in this session I'm create for the nested exception in C++ programming. So now let's get ready for a journey into the handling for the complexity and building risk land code. Okay, so in the nested exception, this created for this structure of exception allowing you to handle for various error scenario with the precision. Okay, so now first of all here in this the create, and now I'm create for the basic nested exception. Okay, so it's for imagine you are working with a file and you were encountering error while reading its content. Okay, and then the nested exception can help you provide for the detailed error message and handle for specific issues at a different level. Okay, so now I'm just going for the coding side, and here first of all I've used for in this the void. Okay, and then create for the here is just type is read then okay. So I'm just type is from file. Okay, and create for this parenthesis, and here I'm create this curly braces. So now here first of all I'm use the just suppose I'm create is if then type for the stream. Okay, so if the stream, and now I'm just type for if the create is a file. So in this instead I'm just sample by the suppose I'm create the example dot txt. Okay, so in the file name, and now here create now the if statement, and inside first of all create for is not is file dot is and create for the underscore is open. Okay, is the condition, and here create also in this parenthesis, and now create for in this curly braces. Okay, so here use for the throw. Okay, is a throw and throw catch block, and now I'm just type for here is the runtime is runtime underscore error. Okay, and now create suppose here insert the message is unable to open file. Okay, and let's complete this, and now here I'll use then throw block and create in these curly braces, and in this inside, first of all I'm create a throw. Okay, is the throw is adopt for to read from the file and simulating a potential error during for the file reading. Okay, so now here I'm also called in this runtime error, and I'm just create for the message. Suppose here create the error. Okay, this error while reading from file. Okay, so now it's declared this, and here I'm also use is the catch block and create here. First of all, and just create is a constant, and then call for is runtime error, and use for the s sign, and also now I'm create for the inner exception. Okay, so now is create for the inner exception, and here I'm create in this curly braces, and in this inside I'm create for again and throw. Okay, and then also create in the runtime error, and then create for in this message for error in read from file. Okay, so is the read from file in this function. Okay, and then create for here use for the plus sign and create this string. Okay, and in this line for indicate for is the word and the inner exceptions, and throw a new exception created. Okay, so now just type for this string, and in this inside I'm called for the inner exception. Okay, so here in this create for the inner exception, so now just type for inner. So now is the inner exception, and create for is dot, and here also type for is what, and create this parenthesis. Okay, so now in this line and code for void function is perfectly declared, and now I'm just going for in the main function inside, and then create for the try. Okay, try block, and in this inside I'm just first of all type for the read from file. Okay, and here also create here use the catch block, and in this inside again create in the construct. Okay, in this construct, and now here again use the runtime error. Okay, so here create the runtime error, and also type for the and sign, and now I'm use previously use the inner exception, and now I'm use for the outer exception. Okay, outer exception. Okay, and now I'm create this curly braces, and in this inside I'm just type for here just type for CERR is the call, is the CR is the west stream, then create in the sign, and here I'm just type for the message is the catch outer exception. Okay, so now is exception is declared, and here create a call for the outer exception. So outer, focus on our perfectly declared the outer exception, and again just type for is what, and create in this parenthesis, and here close and create this end of line. Okay, so now perfectly created, and here in this function outside, and just type for is return 0. Okay, so now completely create for my nested exception code is perfectly created. So here, first of all, create for the read from file. Okay, so here in this read from file function is the attempt to read from a file. If each the encounter an error during file reading and each throw an exception in the catch block, a new exception is thrown and wrapping for the original exceptional and this create a nested structure. Okay, so now I'm just save this code and click for this build and run button. Okay, so now here show the console and perfectly create this, of course, outer exception, the enable to open file. Okay, so this is the outer for the nested exception. Okay, so here I'm completely create for the nested exception in C++ programming. And in this exception, for the handle error at the different level of your program and providing for detailed insight and improving for real instance. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the most powerful technique for the rethrowing exception in C++ programming. So in this, the rethrowing exception is catch. For you have the option to rethrow it, allowing you to procreate the exception further up the call stack. So today we will uncover the static use of the throwing exception create for the practical example. Okay. So now first of all, in this the throwing exception is imagine you are working with a complex system and an error occurs within a function, and rethrowing exception can help to propagate the error to higher level, providing a centralized location for the handling exception. Okay, so now here first of all I'm create for in this void function. So now first of all I'm just type for is void, and here I'm just create for the process. This name for the function name is process. Okay, so I'm just type for in the process and use for the component. Okay, so now create for the process component, and now create the parenthesis, and here is create. So in this side I'm just first of all create for the try. Okay, so in this try and create for this parenthesis, and this inside I'm create for the simulating and error during the process. Okay, so now I'll just type for is the throw. Okay, and here I'm use for the runtime. Okay, the runtime underscore in this error. Okay, runtime error inserted, and in this inside create for the message. Here is the error in processing component. Okay, so now is create for the processing component. So now in this row is create complete, and now here I'm create for in this the catch block uses, and now in this inside I'm create for the constant, then create in this the runtime error. Okay, and use for the and sign for e. Okay, and here create this curly braces. So in this inside create for the message is CERR, then create in this sign and then create for the catch. Okay, the catch for exception and in process component. Okay, so now in this process component is inserted perfectly, and now here create for in this double as then for e dot just type for is what, and in this parenthesis and create for the end line. Okay, so now here almost is complete, and in the section and just type for here in this the throw. Okay, so now perfectly created, and here just space remove. So now in this the void is process component is perfectly create. So now here I'm create for the another void. Okay, so in this line, so now I'm just type for here in this the void the create for the another function name. So suppose I'm create for is the upper rate system. Okay, so now in this upper rate system and create for in this parenthesis, and now create the curly braces. Okay, so here and now create for the rethrowing. So first of all I'm just copying this code, okay, and paste for here. Okay, so I'm just simple change. So now here use first of all this the try block, and in this inside create for the process. Here I'm just type for the process component. Okay, so now just remove this line and insert for the process component. Okay, and now I'm just going for here in this the catch block inside and create for the constant is the runtime error for E, and in this the CER, and then create for the exception is operate system. Okay, so now I'm just change and create for the operate system. Okay, so now in this upper system is declared, and in this as it is E dot what and then line in I'm not here used for the throw. Okay, so here in this create for the handle exception or the propagate is further. Okay, so now I'm just going for in this the main function inside. Okay, so now here I'm create, so just going here in this the main function, and then just in this copy for this. So good, so just here in this code just copy and paste for here. Okay, the most simple and the time saving here. So now I'm just change here in this inside suppose for the operating system. Okay, so now create the operate system. Okay, and here use the catch and constant for runtime, and then CER for the cause here exception in main. Okay, so now here in this remove, so now just type for is main function and then E dot what and the end line. Okay, and now here create for in this line is the handle for the exception or log it. Okay, so now here create is the return. Okay, so now return 0. Okay, so now is completely for my code, and here first of all create for this. Okay, so now in this example first of all create the process component, and in this function for simulating an error during for the process an exception, and inside for the handling it complex and excessive processing and cast exception, and instead for is in this the handling incompletely, and the exception is the retrying used for the throw, and in this statement, and this allow for the exception to propagate to the higher level function. Okay, so now in this code are perfectly created. Okay, so now I'm just save this code and just click for this build and run button. So now here I am perfectly show the output. So here create for the two output, the cause exception, the process component, error is processing component, and the operating system for the error is processing component. Okay, so if this is the output, okay, so it's create for the providing a centralized location for the handling the in this exception. Okay, so I hope you understand the understand in this code and perfectly create the retrying exception in C++. So it's a powerful technique for the propagating and the handling exception is the stress equally. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in the session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the constructor and the destructor for the C++ programming. So it's a fundamental concept, so display the role in the managing object within a program Okay, so first of all, the understanding for the what are the constructor and the destructor. So in this, the constructor is a special member that's a function that's get called when an object is created, and its purpose is to initialize the object properties. On the flip side, so next topic for the destructor are called when an object gets out of scope or is explicitly deleted, and then they can clean up resource allocated by the objects. Okay, so they have the same as a class but is a prefix with a tile sign. Okay, in this tile sign inserted, so now here I'm create the simple on program and completely create for the constructor and destructor. Okay, so now first of all here I'm just declare for class, okay, and use for the rectangle. Okay, so now is perfectly inside for rectangle, and then I'm create for the curly braces. So in this inside, first of all, I'm create so here, so now I'm create here the curly braces. So first of all, I'm declare the private. Okay, there's a private. Then here I'm create the integer for length. Okay, length and also insert for integer insert is white. Okay, so now it's perfectly inserted, and here I'm also use for the public type. Okay, the public and type. Okay, the public, and then here insert firstly the parameterize constructor. So first of all just type is a rectangle, and now first of all I'm insert for integer for length. Okay, and here I'm also declare the width is width. Okay, so here now I'll create for again the length. Okay, I'll create also the short form for length. Okay, so now here I'm also declare for the width, and then insert the width. Okay, so here I'm creating the curly braces, and in this curly braces inside I'm just type for the output function is cout, and create for the output masses is rectangle. Okay, is the rectangle created with length. Okay, so now it's perfectly declared for in this length, and now I'm also declare again for length. Okay, so here now I'm create for in this double less than sign, and here I'm create again for in this double quotation, and in this side I'm just type for and width. Okay, then I'm create also initial insert for in this width. Okay, so now it's perfectly, and here I'm create for in this new line. Okay, so now in this end of line, so here first of all create for the rectangle, and here I'm both in insert for the length and width. Okay, so in this output, so here now I'm use for this the prime side use. Okay, so now I'm here the first of all let me sign insert it. Okay, so now again just type for is the rectangle. Okay, so in this rectangle and create for in this parenthesis, and also create for in this curly braces, and in this inside I'm again just type for output masses for the rectangle is destroyed. Okay, rectangle is destroyed. Okay, so now here I'm create for in the int of line. Okay, so now here perfectly created, this is destroyed. Okay, so now here I use the e. Okay, so now is are completely created, and then I'm just going for in this main function. inside, and here first of all I'm is declare for the rectangle is a rectangle, and create for here is creating. Now I'm creating a rectangle object with for a specific dimension. Suppose is the my rect. Okay, so now is my rect, and now I'm here insert for the two variables. So first off is the two value insert. First time insert for 5 and second time insert for the 10. Okay, and now here I'm also create for object is gets out of scope at the end of main. Okay, so now just type for is return 0. Okay, so now in this code completely created. So here first of all defined for in this rectangle. Okay, so first of all I'm defined for the rectangle class with a parameterized constructor and text length and width as parameter. And when we create my rect, okay, so then here in this, when you create for the my rect ops in the main function, and the parameter is constructor is called for the initialized object with specific dimensions. Okay, so and before, so here I'm now first of all so just what. Okay, so now one button. Okay, so now is just opens. So here is console in this run and perfectly create the rectangle is created with length 5 and the width is 10, and the rectangle is destroyed. So as before, the constructor is called when the object gets out of the scope. Okay, so here is perfectly create. Here a rectangle is destroyed in the this is the output message. Okay, so here in this session I'm perfectly create the constructor, and the destructor is element used in the C++ programming for the object initialization, and the cleanup and understanding their role is essential for effective memory management and creating in this request. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello developers, welcome back to this another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the declare the variable. So it's the fundamental aspect of C++ programming and declare for the variable. So understanding how to declare variable in the writing efficient and the organized code. Okay, so let's do and the demonstrating for the variable declaration in the C++ programming language. Okay, so first of all, the first thing, what is variable declaration? Okay, so let's verify, discuss what the variable declaration in C++. So in this, the declaring a variable means the specifying its type and the optionally assigning and its initial value. And this helps the compiler allocate memory and understand how to interact the data. So now let's move on to our first example. Okay, so first of all, I'm going for in this main function inside, and here, first of all, I'm declare for, so first thing is here I'm declare for the variable. Okay, so now I'm use the integer and initialization first the age. Okay, and next time create in the plot type and insert the suppose here and insert the price. So now here in this two variable is declare, and now here I'm just assigning values insert. So first of all, the type is equal for 28. Okay, and then here I'm just insert for the price. Okay, so now I'm just insert for the price is 100. Okay, so now I'm create for integer displaying value. Okay, so here first of all I'm just type for is cout is the output function, then insert, suppose here insert the age. Okay, and now I'm create insert here again in this is variable. Okay, so now I'm create for in this the end of line function. So here I'm just again type the code, and now I'm insert for the price. Okay, the price, and now insert for this is $sign. Okay, and now I'm again just type for in this the price variable. Okay, then create for in this the end of line function. So now here is completely created this, and now I just type for is return 0. Okay, so now my code is completely created. So here first of all use and create for and declare the two variable for is and price. Okay, and in this type for the integer is type the integer and the price type with the plots is respectively. Okay, so we later assign for the values to these variables and display them using for in this the out. Okay, so it's the straightforward way to declare and user for the variable in C++ program. So now I'm just saving this code and just click for this build and run button. Okay, so here just simple error. So here declare assign for the 20 and then price. Okay, so now this is declare the price. So here I'm just change. Okay, so now here I'm declare the equal assign. Okay, so now I hope now in this code is working. So first of all save this code and just click for this build and run button. Okay, so now here I hope perfectly show the compiling is sometime this. Okay, so now here perfectly show the output is insert for 28 and the price is 100. Okay, so this is the output in this all program. Okay, so now is the most simple and on this topic for the variable declaration process. So now I'm perfectly create an explanation for in this code and perfectly create for the variable declaration in C++. So now in this session I'm completely covered the basic in this technique. And remember, it's a variable declaration is fundamental to becoming for the place prefers in C++ programming language. Okay, so I hope you're understanding in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello coders, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So this tutorial creates the essential aspects of C++ programming is declaring for the multiple variables. So now understanding how to declare and manage the multiple variable in key through writing for the clean and efficient code. Okay, so now let's roll up your sleeves and explore the art of declaring for the multiple variable in C++. So first of all, the importance of the declaring multiple variable. So is the important side that you are working on a small project or a complex application. So efficient variable declaration can enhance the readability and the maintainability, and it allows you group related information together. So now making your code more organized. So now let's move on our my first example. Okay, so now here first of all I'm just create the declaring and the initializing for the multiple variables. Okay, so here I'm used for the another header file. So first of all I'm just type for is hash and then create the include. So now I'm use the string. Okay, so this string is perfectly created and then I'm just going for it. This is the main function inside. This is the main function inside. So now here first of all I'm declaring and initializing for the multiple variable. So now I'm used first of all the integer in the quantity. Okay, the quantity. So the quantity inside is 10. Okay, so now I'm used the total item. Okay, it's total item is 100. Okay, so now here I'm used the double type, then price is suppose insert is 25.75. okay, and then I'm use the discount equal 0 point, suppose is 3. Okay, so now here use the string product name, so just type for this string. Okay, in this string then type for is product name. Okay, and now I'm insert is the create for the word sketch. Okay, and create this semicolon. Okay, so now here I'm just create and calculating for the total cost. So first of all, I'm just type is the variable, and here I'm just use create the total cost. Okay, and then create is equal, and firstly type is the quantity. Now use for the multiplication sign and insert the price. And here again create in this multiplication sign, and create is the condition for is 1, is minus, or is the subtraction sign, and then type for the discount. Okay, so now is declared, and I'm just going for the next step, and here I'm just type for the displaying values. Okay, so now here first of all I'm just type for cout. Okay, and then create the output message is product. Okay, is product, then I'm insert for the product name. Okay, is the product name the string type, then here I'm use the end of line. Okay, and now I'm again insert for in this cout and insert here the total cost. Okay, the total cost, and now use for in this dollar sign, then I'm insert for the total cost in this double tab variable. Okay, so now I'm just create in this the end of the line function, and last one I'm just type for is return 0, and this is in the function is completely created. Okay, so now here first of all declared and initialized for the multiple variable in a single step, and we have for integer and double and a string all working together to calculate the total cost of a product. Okay, and this approach enhances the code readability and is often preferred in modern C++ developers. Okay, so now I'm just save in this code and just click for this build and run button and show the output for in on the screen. So perfectly print for the output is the product, and then total cost is 180.25. Okay, so this is the output. So now here and here we have it in this declaring for the multiple variable in C++ is a powerful skill that can significantly improve the clarity and efficiency of in this code. And now we have explored the basic in an advanced example perfectly create this code, and is the most simple and interesting and important technique. Okay, so I hope you're understanding this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So today we are unveiling a aspect of C++ programming for the identifier. Okay, so now understanding identifier is like learning the language of your code. So let's embark on this journey and together and dive into the world of identifier in C++ programming. So first of all, now what are the identifiers? So in this identifier, our name gives to various program elements such as the variable, function, arrays, etc. So choosing for the meaningful and the descriptive identifier for writing the mentionable and the readable code. Okay, so now let's move on my first example. Okay, so now here first of all declare here this function declaration. Okay, so now Then here, first of all, I'm just going here and then type for is integer. Then I'm use for the calculate, okay, is calculate for sum, okay. And now I'm insert for integer a and another integer variable for b, okay. And now I'm going for in this main function, and here first of all I'm declare and the variable is identifier. So first of all I'm just type for integer is number 1 is insert for 5, okay. And another integer name is number 2 is insert for 10, okay. Then I'm also insert is integer for result, okay, is the result. Then in this variable identifier step complete, and here I'm declare for the function declaration, okay. So now I'm create for the calling function. So now first of all I'm just type for is result, then equal. So I'm called for in this the calculate sum function, and in this inside I'm declare for the number 1 is integer variable, and also for the number 2 is both the integer variable, okay. So here this complete, and now I'm just create for the display the result. So here first of all I'm just type for is cout and then create for in double less than, and in this inside I'm just type for the sum, the output. So here I'm call for result variable and create the end of line function, okay. And then I'm create also is the return 0, okay. So in this for the calling function is completely created, then I'm also create for the displaying the result. And now create for the function definition. So here create for the integer and also call for the calculate sum function. And now here same as it is process follow. So first of all integer for inside, and second integer b, okay, and create this curly braces, and in this inside I'm just type for is written for a and use for the additional operator for b, okay. So now here completely created in this. So now first of all in this example I'm create the variable declaration for the calculus sum inside for the integer a and the integer b, okay. This is the integer number 1 and this integer number 2, and now also declare for in this the result. And additionally we have a function identifier. The calculus sum is that check for the 2 parameter and return with the 2 parameter and return their sum, and identifier is play a role is making our code is readable and expressive, okay. So now I'm saving this code and just click for this build and run button. So now just wait. So in this perfectly show the output is 15, okay. So this is output for is identifier variable, okay. So now in this concludes our the exploration of the identifier in C++. So now choosing for the meaningful and the descriptive names for variable, function, classes, areas is a fundamental aspect of writing clean and the maintainable code. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the constant in the C++ programming language. So now the understanding are constants. Constant is like having a street first foundation for in this code. So let's embark on this journey and together and explore the significance of the constant in C++ programming. So first of all, what are the constants? So in this the constant is provide and the values that do not change during the execution of a program, and they also provide a way to represent fixed, alterable values, and using for the constant in your code not only enhance the readability but also improve for the maintainability for making your intentions clear. Okay, so now let's move and perfectly create in this constant code. Okay, so now here I'm create for the numeric constant. Okay, so now first of all I'm insert for this the numeric. Okay, so now perfect. So here first of all I'm create for the numeric constant. So first of all just type in the constant and in reserve, or suppose I'm correct for the max value. Okay, the maximum underscore value. Okay, and then insert, so I'm insert for the value a and variable value is 100. Okay, and now I'm declared for the variable. So here I'm just type for integer and then I use for the user value. Okay, so now it's perfect, and here now I'm create is the taking for a user input. So first of all I'm just type for the count and create for the output message is here. I'm just type for suppose enter a value, okay, and now I'm used for the input is the inputs function is seen, then insert for the user value. Okay, so now completely create for the user input, and now I'm just taking against the constant create the code. So here first of all I'm create the if statement, and in this inside I'm create the condition. So first of all I'm just type for the user value is greater than or maximum value. Okay, so now I'm create this curly braces, and in this inside I'm just taking type in this code, and inside declared for the message is value is this the maximum limit. Okay, so now it's perfectly, and here create in this in the line. Okay, and now when in this statement this condition is not working, so in this code is going for the next step for in this the else statement side, and here is print for the message. Suppose I'm just create this code and the message is I'm just type for is the value is written. Sorry, there within is not written, so within it's not written, so here the value is within in this the acceptable range. Okay, within there is the acceptable range. Okay, is the range, and now create here in this int offline function. Okay, so now my code create is almost complete, and here I'm just type for is written 0. Okay, so now first of all declare here in this the numeric constant for the maximum value with the value of the 100, and this constant represent the maximum acceptable value. We then take user input acceptable value. We then take user input in this user input and compare it against the constant, and then it demystifying for how the constant can be used for the meaningful and clear for the representation in my code. Okay, so now first of all save this code and just click for in this build and run button and perfectly compile in this program. So now just click and show the output here. So I'm just enter a value insert. So suppose I'm insert for in this 50 and create for the message is value is within the acceptable range. So this is the output. So here in this session for the constant in C++ programming are powerful tool for creating for clear, maintainable, and expressive code, and within dealing with a numeric constant and incorporating them into your program enhance the both readability and the overall structure is perfect in my code. Okay, so I hope you understand in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the C++ programming for the numeric data type. So now understanding for the numeric data type is like the mastering the language of the number in your code. So first of all, the importance of the numeric data type. So in this data type are the building blocks for working with the number and that define the size and precision of data and allows us to simply manage and maintainable for the numerical information. Okay, so now let's get started and create a perfect example. Okay, so here first of all declared the integer data type. So suppose here insert the integer for is and now insert is 25. Okay, so now here insert for the short. Okay, the short type. So here just type is the short is insert for 30. Okay, and now here use also the long integer, the long age. Okay, and insert for the 40. Okay, so now here is create this and now just create for the displaying values. So first of all just type for the cout, then create for age. Okay, and now okay, so here I'll just create for clone and now I'm declare for in the age. Okay, and again for in this the end of line. Okay, so now here use for the capital word is then in this code I'm just copying. Okay, and paste for here and just time change. So now here I'm used for the short is okay. If the short is here and they'll just change then just type for is the short is declared and then now here and then now I'm here just create for the long age. Okay, is the long age and then now I'm just insert for the long age. Okay, so now here I'm just create the return the 0. Okay, so now here perfectly declare for the integer data type. So here I'm just declare firstly the variable this and different integer data types. So inches are short and long, and when then display for the values then the variables. Okay, so now first of all I'm saving this code and just click for this build and run button and perfectly I hope compiles. So here in this session the short. Okay, so now I'm just taking check. So in this the error or the short is not declared in this code. Okay, so now here in this the short is this. Okay, so now I'm just change here. So first of all now I'm just change here use the capital this. Okay, and then here I'm just taking chance and this long age. Okay, so now I have as a perfect and then save this code and just click for this build and run button. So now perfectly open for in this console and show the output. Okay, so just wait. In this code is compiling, so perfectly insert and show the output is 25. The shorter is the 30 and the long is the 40. Okay, so this is for the integer data type output. So now declare here also the plotting points data types. Okay, so now insert firstly. So here I'm just insert for plot. Okay, so now I'm just insert the plot is the price. Okay, inside the price is 25.99 F. Okay. And now I'm use here the double is the double for princess of price. Okay. Say I see and price. So now it's perfect, and this price inside here. Suppose is double 9 point is 999 and 9. Okay. And now here in this for the first of all create the plot price and also use the double in this price plot price. Okay, so now I'm just displaying for the output. So here first of all I'm just type for is price. Okay, is price, and inside declare. So now here I'm also used for the dollar sign, and here I'm declared for and this the price for the plotting point variable. So in this data type, this is the price. Okay, so price is perfect, and next line create for in this the double in this the double this data type. Okay, so now here I'm just type to remove this shortest and insert what this is. Okay, so this price. Okay, this this declare, and I'm just change this. So now here I'm just change this is price, and now here also use for in the dollar sign. Okay, so now perfectly declare in this code and in this line and just remove. Okay, so here first of all I'm declare for the variable with the different for the plotting point data type is the plot and double, and this data type allow us to represent for the number with the decimal point and verify angle level of the precision. Okay, so now I'm safe in this code and just click for this build and run button and perfectly compiled for in this code. So now perfectly show the output is price is $25.99 and the price is price for the dollar is 99.99 is something. Okay, so this is output. So now in this session for perfectly create for the numeric data type in C++ and standing for the integer and the plotting point data types in the fundamental for any programmer working with the numbers. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you for watching. Hello programmer, welcome back to this another tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are diving into a fundamental aspect, the C++ programming for the Boolean data types, and understanding for the Booleans is live for the mastering the language of true and false in your code. So get ready to explore the world of Boolean data types in C++ programming with me. Okay. So first of all, the significance of in this Boolean data type. So it's represent the true or false values are the essential for the decision making in your code, and they play a key role in controlling the flow of your program for the conditional statement and low. Now let's move in my important in this example. So now first of all, declared for the Boolean data type. So I'm going to run this main function inside and just type for is the bool for the Boolean short form. And now here I'm used for is coding run fun. Okay, is coding fun, and now I'm use here then equal and just type for is the true. Okay, and perfectly create for and declare the Boolean data type, and now I'm just checking the Boolean values is perfectly working or not. Okay. Okay, so here use the if statement, and in this inside create for the condition is for coding fun, then create for this parenthesis, and in this inside and just type for is cout and create for the message is C++. Okay. C++ programming. C++ programming code, okay, is fun. Okay. And next time create this double in this less than sign and then create for in this the end of line. Okay. This line is complete. So when in this statement is not working and now create for is the another statement. So here I'm use for the in statement and create for those output messages. So here first of all I'll just type for is sealed and create this double quotation sign, and in this inside just type for is coding. Coding is not fun. Okay. So now it's declared, and here create for again this sign and just type for the end of line function. Okay. And then create here also is return 0. Okay. So now in this code is completely creating, and here first of all I am declare for in this the boolean variable for is coding fun and with a value of 2. Okay, so within use and if the statement and check the boolean value, and this simplicity of using for the booleans to control to follow in your program. Okay. So in this program based on the certain conditions. So now first of all save this code and just click for this build and run button. So here I have perfectly showed the output is the C++ programming code is fun. Okay, so in this is the output. So here in this section and simply create this boolean data type and perfectly show for the output in on this screen. Okay, so here in this the session for the boolean data type in C++. So either you are making simple decision for the dealing in this complex in this the booleans, are you go to tools for in this code is perfectly create is the most short and perfect code. Okay, so I hope you understanding in this boolean data type session. So thank you for watching. Hello programmer, welcome back to this another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the character data type. So understanding in this the character is like the unlocking the language of individual character in your code. Okay, so now let's explore for the charming world of the character data types in C++ programming. So first of all, in the essence of the character data types is allow us to work with the individual letter symbol and even control character. And they play a key role is handling the textual information within your program. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just create the basic example used for the character. Okay, so now here first of all, I'm just type for the character data type. So is the character, then just type for is the greet. Okay, and is equal in the single condition inside, I'm just type for is okay. And now here I'm just dispelling for the character. So first of all, this type is the code cout and create here in this output message of suppose is the greet. Okay, and then I'm just called for in this the greet and create for in this the new line. Okay, so now I'm just type for is the end of function is return 0. So now completely create for the basic character data type, and first of all I'm declare the character variable is greet with the values for in and within use for the cout to display the character. So now save this code and just click for this build and run button and perfectly compile in this code. Okay, so here just open, so perfectly open. The output is create a okay. Since this basic uses the character data type is created, and now I'm also create for the character is arrays and string. Okay, so now explore for is more advanced example for involving the character, array and string. Okay, so now first of all, I'm just removing this code. So first time declare the character array. So here just type is a character and just type for the string is greeting. Okay, and create for this square braces. Then here I'm just create for then double quotation inside, create suppose is hello. And now I'll create the string data type. So just type here is a string, and create for the here the name. Okay, and then in this inside and just type and create for the okay is the hello coder. Okay, and now also here create for the concatenating and the displaying the result. So I'm just type for is the cout and the create for this double quotation inside. So here first of all I'm just create this is the grading. Okay, the declare for the grading is the character data type. Then insert for the name. Okay, and now create for in this sign, and then also create for the int line function. Okay, so now completely create this character arrays and the string. So here first of all declare the character is greeting with the values for hello, and the string for is the name with the values is the coder. And we then concatenated this to create friendly grading. Okay, the grading the output. So I'm just save this code and just click for this build. So run. So now just wait. So here perfectly show the output is hello coders. Okay, so now it's showcasing for in this the character and the string can seamlessly work together in the C++ programming language. Okay, so now in this session perfectly create the data type in C++. So either you are dealing with the visual character or creating the textual information, and the characters play a key role in making your code expressive. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello coders, welcome back to this another tutorial. So in this session I'll create for the string data types in C++ programming language. Okay, so now let's get started and create for the enhancing the world of string data types in C++. So first of all, in this the significance for the string data type is allowed to handle and manipulate for the textual information, and either you are working with the name sentence and the paragraph string. So play a pivotal role in the making your program for the communicate effectively. Okay, so now let's get started and completely create for the string data type. Okay, so here I'm used for the another header file. So first of all, just type for hash and then insert for in this include, and then I'm just type for is the string. Okay, and now just complete, and then I'm going for in this the main function inside, and here first of all declare for this stage string data type. So I'm just type for this string. Okay, and create suppose here is greeting. Okay, is the string, then insert suppose here and just type for is hello programmer. Okay, is the hello programmer. And now create in this the string, perfectly create the string data type. And now you will just create for the displaying for the string. So first of all, type this cout and create for is the grading is a string type, and then also create for the end of line. Okay, so now here perfectly created, and then just type for is a return 0. Okay, so here first of all declared a string variable for is grading read the values for is hello, and then also hello programmer. And also then you will use for the cout and to display for the string. Okay, so now I'm just save this code and just click for this build and run button, and here perfectly compile and show the output is hello programmer. Okay, so this is the basic string data type. Okay, so just time cross in this, and now I'm create the another program and create for the string data types. Okay, so here first of all declared in the string object. Okay, so now I'll just remove for this code, and here declared the string object is a string, and now declare for is okay. For this here is declared, then the string is x from the user. Okay, so now the string is x for the user. Okay, so now here create this semicolon, and now use and create for the output function is cout, and just create for the message is enter string. Okay, and now use for the get line method, and in this function for the get line. Okay, and in this inside I'm just declare is the scene, and also declare for is the spr. Okay, so here in this, and instead of using for the scene or the scene dot get from in this function, and you can get the insert line of you text using for the get line function. Okay, so now in this, so next time create here this again cout. Okay, and create for in this double less than sign, and just create for the output message for you insert then also call or in this the spr the string, and then create for the end of line function. Okay, and then create for the end of line function. Okay, so now just create for the return 0. Okay, so here in this the next for the get line function, take the input stream as the first parameter, which is the scene, and the second for is the str is the string as location of the line to be stored. Okay, so now I'm just save this program and just click for this build and run button. So now show the console here, and just type for enter a string, and just type for the suppose is programming is fun. Okay, and create for praise for in this the enter, and you enter perfectly the programming is fun. This is the output. Okay, so I hope you're understanding in this process. So here now in this the conclusions and our explorations of this string data type in C++ programming, and either you are working with the simple text or performing for in this complete code, or the manipulating a string for empower you to handle the textual information with easy. Okay, So I hope you understanding in this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I'm create for the string concatenation for the C++ programming. So now understanding how to concatenate string is like weaving a story with your code. So join me as I reveal the secret of string concatenation in C++. So first of all, the importance of the string in the concatenation. So in this string, concatenating string allows us to combine for the multiple string into a single meaningful pieces of text, and either you are building sentence, then creating full names of constructing complex methods, and string concatenation is a powerful tool in your coding as a kernel. Okay, so now let's move and create a perfect code. Okay, so now I'm going for in this the main function inside. Okay, so here first of all I'm create the string variable. Okay, here I'm just type is string. Okay, so in this string, and this time variable name inside is blessing. Okay, and in this inside I'm just create, suppose is the now here I'm create in this hello. Okay, and now also for another variable declare, so I'm just type for a string, and then variable name is user name. Okay, so now it's perfect. And next line create for the user input. So first of all, just type is cout, and then create for the output messages. Suppose is enter your name. Enter your name. Okay, and now create is this semicolon. So now here use the get line function. Okay, so this type is get, then also is the line. Okay, and in this inside create for our input function is scene, and also create for the username. Okay, so now create for is the concatenating and the displaying for the result. Okay, so now first of all just type is string, and then concatenating for here is type is the personalized. Okay, okay, now perfect personalized is greeting. Okay, is the greeting, then insert is equal, and just type again is the grading for the string variable, then create for the plus is username is also for a string variable, and now use for the plus sign, then create for in this double quotations. Okay, and now again create for this messages. So first of all just type for is cout, okay, and create for this sign, and here I'm just call for is the personalized. Okay, okay, so here in this personal is not, and here is not, just remove. Okay, so now is complete personalized greeting, and then create for is double less than, and in this inside create also for the output message is welcome to my program. Okay, so now complete, and next time create for the end of line. Okay, so now here is almost complete, and then create for the end of function is written 0. Okay, so now my whole code is create completely. So in this example, first of all declare for the string variable for greeting, and taken for user input for their name. Then we dynamically concatenate the grading for username and an exclamation mark to create a personal licenses, and this demonstrated this flexibility and the power of the string concatenation in C++. Okay, so now I'm just saving this code and then click for this build and run button. So here I hope perfectly show the output. So here now is perfectly compiled, and here just create insert your name. Okay, so now first of all I'm just name insert for is Zohan and press for enter. So now here perfectly show the output. Hello Zohan, welcome to my program. Okay, so this is the output. So now I hope you understand in this code. So here string concatenation is the most powerful feature for C++ in this programming, and is a very valuable skill for building the dynamic and expressive text. And either you are combining for names, creating, grading, or is constructing messages, and understand how to concatenate string enhance your coding capabilities. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the numbers and string for the C++ programming language. So it's a seamless interaction between the number and the string. So now understanding how to handle for both numeric and the textual information is like having a dynamic view in your coding toolkit. Okay, so now let's explore and perfectly create for the number and the string in C++ together. Okay, so first of all is the understanding, then the coincidence for the number or string is both for the numeric and the textual data, and either you are performing for the calculations, handling your user input, or creating for the dynamic messages, and the interplay between number and its fundamental step. Okay, so now let's move and create a perfect code. So I'm just going for in this main function inside, and here first of all I'm create for the numeric variable. So now use for the double. Okay, so now double, and in this inside I'm just type and create for the variable name, suppose is price. Okay, and next line and create for the variable. So suppose first of all I'm just string, and in this inside I'm just create for the variable name, suppose for product name. Okay, so now it's declared perfectly the string variable, and now I'm create for OK. So is not is clone. So I'm just here is type for again the string. Okay, the string for product name, okay, is the semicolon. So now is perfect, and here I'm create for the user input. So first of all type is cout and create for the output messages for enter the project name. Okay, project name. Okay, and now I'm create and use also, and again use for the get line function. Okay, so get line, and in this inside and input, first of all the input function is seen, and also create for the product name is a string variable. Okay, and next time create is again for is the cout, and then create again for the output function, suppose the enter the price, product price, and then create clone, and also use for in the dollar sign. Okay, and then again you now user for without get line function. So now I'm just create scene for the input function, then create for this price. Okay, is the double numeric variable. Okay. So now it is complete, and here I'm create for the displaying for the dynamic messages. So first of all, just type for cout and then type first the product. Okay. Product. And here I'm create for in this variable string product call. So numeric product first of all. So now just create for the string product name for suppose as product name, and then create again this sign, and here I'm just create for this double quotation, and now just type for is cost. Okay, and insert perfectly $sign, and here I'm now again create for this is the dynamic message. So price, then create again this sign, and here I'm first of all type for by the return if now. Okay, so now it's perfect, and now create for this again less than sign and end of line. Okay, so now is complete, and here I'm just create for the return 0. Okay, so now completely create for the number of strings. So here first of all I'm declare for the numeric variable is price, and distinct variable for the product name, and try user input, and we dynamically interact with the both for numbers and distinct, and then we use for cout to create for a dynamic message that interpolating both the product name and the price in this, and its price. Okay, so now I'll just save this code and click for this build and run button, and I hope perfectly compile in this code and show the output. So now just wait. Oh, so here press for them, enter the product name. So suppose here I press for the product name is Apple. Okay, and press for enter, and here enter the price. So now I'm just create in the 50 and press enter. So perfectly show the output, the product Apple cost 50 and $50 and buy it now. Okay, so this is the output. So perfectly create and show the output in this compile. So now here compile for the number and the string in C++. So either you are creating for the new dynamic message and handling for the user input are performing for the calculation, the string C between the numbers and the string in a potent tool in your programming as a journal. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session, I will create for the string length in C++ programming language. So understanding how to measure the length of a string is like gaining a ruler for your text and allowing you to precisely navigate through the character. So join me as unravel the secret of a string length in C++ together. So first of all, significance for the string length. So it's knowing the length of a string is essential for various tasks such as the memory allocation, string manipulation, and ensuring data intricacies. Ensuring data intricacies is like having a roadmap to navigate through the textual landscape of your program. Okay, so now let's move and create for the dynamic interaction with the user input for the string length. Okay, so now I'm just create for the measurement of the string length. Okay, so I'm just going for here, and first of all I'm declare for the string variable. So just type for is string, and then variable name is suppose the user message. Okay, so now it's perfectly clear for the user string message. Okay, so now I'm create for the user input. So first of all just type for is cout, and here I'm create for the output message suppose enter message. Enter a message is declared, and next time create for here use the getLine function, okay, and then create here. So first of all, I'm just type is seen, and also type insert for the user message is a string variable, and next time create for the displaying the dynamic length, okay. So here first of all I'm just type for easy out, and in this inside create first the length is length of the entered is the entered message, and create here, and also insert for the string variable is the user message, okay, dot length, okay. So here is dot length, and create for the parenthesis, and also create in this less than double sign, and also here create for the character the characters, and now I'm create for the end of function, okay. So now it's completely created, and here I'm just create for is the return 0, okay. So now completely create for the string length. So here first of all I'm declare for the string variable for the user message, and throw for the user input, and we dynamically interact with the length of the entered message, and using also for is the length function this member, and will display for the dynamic length of the user's input, okay. So first of all I'm saving this code and just click for this build and run button, and now here it's perfectly compiled in this code. So here press for enter a message. So I'm just create for this type C++ programming, language, okay. So now when press for enter, so perfectly here create the length of the entered message is 24 characters, okay. So this is the output. So here is perfectly show in the screen. So now here is complete for the conclude my exploration of the string length in C++, and either you are working with the predefined string or the dynamically measuring user input and understanding how to calculate the string length is a variable scale, okay. So I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you for watching. Hello coders, welcome back to today's another tutorial. So in this session I'm create for the C++ programming for the accessing strings. So understanding how to navigate through a string is like having a key to unlock the potential within your text. Okay, so now first of all the significance of the existing string. So in the string are the fundamental data type for handling the textual information, knowing how to access for the individual character or service string. Within a string, open up a world of possibilities for text manipulations and analysis. Okay, so now first of all, I'm create for the accessing the individual character. So now let's get started. So here first of all, I'm create for the string variable, okay. The string variable names here is message, okay, and then create for the message is coding is fun, okay, and then next create for the accessing and the displaying for the individual character. So now here I'm use for the loop, and in this inside for loop, and in this site use the character. Okay, the character then create is message, and now create also the curly braces, and in this inside create for the code and create for the character. And here is create for the double quotations. Okay, so now I'm just create for the semicolon. So here in this code is almost complete, and then type is the return 0. Okay, so now in this program, first of all, I'm declared a string variable for the message and using for the range based for the loop, and we accessing this display in the individual character with the string is like for the straightforward demonstration of how to iterate through a string and access its character. Okay, so now first of all save this code and just click for this build and run, and here is perfectly compiled for the output sections. So here create for the accessing this string. The coding is fun. Okay, so this is output in this code. So now in next step and create for is the extracting for the substring. Okay, so now let's create for in the substring. So first of all remove for in this all code. Okay, so here first I'm create the strings variable. Okay, so first of all I'm just type for in this string and create the variable name is sentence. Okay, is a sentence and is equal, and create for the sentence suppose is programming. The programming is fascinating. Okay, so now is complete for the programming is fascinating, and now I'm create for in the semicolon. Okay, so next line I'm create for the extracting and the displaying in substring. So first of all I'm just type for string and type for is keyword. Okay, and then is equal and insert for the sentence is the string variable, and here I'm create for is the sub is tr is the short from the sub string, and in this inside insert for the value 0 and then 11. Okay, and now create for in this is the code, and then create for this double quotation, and in this inside I'm just type for is keyword. Okay, and here I'm also call for in this the keyword and create for this int offline. Okay, and now I'm create for is the return 0. Okay, so now here first of all I'm declare for the string variable the sentence, and using also for the substring for the number mem function, and with extract for the substring starting from the beginning index of 0 and spanning for the 11 character. Okay, so now I'm save in this code and just click for this build and run button. So I'm completely compile this code. Okay, so here perfectly show the output is keyword for the programming. Okay, so this is the output. Okay, so now in this session is perfectly complete for the accessing string in C++, and it's open for the perfectly work with substring with a larger string. Okay, so it's create for the possibilities for the next text manipulation analysis and the creativity. So either you are exploring for the individual character or extracting for the meaningful substring. Okay, so understanding how to access this string is a powerful skill. Okay, so I hope you enjoy in this session. So thank you for watching.